Don't leave, Luna. Don't be like that. I worry sometimes that I'm too mean to the crows group. Yeah, at least give me a hate view. Okay. Already. Don't accidentally have my echo on for no reason. Perfect. Alright, let's get some background noise. So, previously on Fresh Meat and Prison Streets, we had a bit of a major milestone in the campaign. This group began in prison, for those who aren't aware, locked up for various reasons, and they hatched a plan to escape, which they managed to pull off over the course of a couple weeks and hatch an elaborate plan that involved blowing themselves up eventually. And they managed to get into the sewers and fight their way through the sewers out of the prison city of Basat. In actually, let's get a map for those who are the uninitiated. Let's show a map. So this was the prison island of Basat, on the west coast of the continent, the Starborn Archipelago, and so they headed in the sewers under the water and managed to arrive just about up here, north of the one of the capitals of Carcassonne, this country. And from there, they were given directions from a mysterious source who told them to go north, looking for a benefactor at a tavern, which they responded to and met with him. And he offered them a job in exchange for wiping their records clean after their prison escape. So essentially, their freedom in exchange for a bit of shadier work. He gave them the job of heading all the way down south to the southern capital of Lucens and breaking into the Queen of Carcassonne's palace during her annual masquerade ball and finding incriminating evidence that she may be trying a coup or really just anything that they can get on her in general. So currently the party is still at the tavern. They took a long rest and are waking up in the morning at the Widower's Web Tavern in northern Carcassonne. So, after getting probably the best rest that you've gotten in quite some time, as the prison beds were hardly even beds at all, and you have much more comfortable clothes after your benefactor has kindly paid for some new clothing. You wake up quite rested and slowly gather your things together to head back downstairs to the tavern floor. What do you do? Hello?
Hey, Ender, when you get a chance, can you help me with my arm? It's still a little worse for wear.
Yeah, let me take a look at that.
I let Ender inspect my left arm, which is broken from blowing myself up.
Yeah, I was going to fill them in if you didn't, but so it's still quite tender. You aren't quite able to move it, and the sling is helping significantly still.
Can I, like, either make a medicine check to know whether or not I could do anything without magical means to help him, or do I know that I need to cast a spell in order to help him?
You've seen Broken Bones before, and with your means right now, really all you can do is wait for it to heal.
Okay. The sling that we were using before was just like makeshift out of a blanket, essentially. So, is there anything that's like better material that I see that I could
Um,
potentially make the sling more sturdy?
well, I can just list fabrics that would be near you. There's the bed sheets from your bed at the tavern. There's your old rags that you changed out of. There's the old shirt that you got off that corpse in the sewers. There's a tablecloth downstairs. But there's no actual medical slings that are designed for it. You'd have to fashion one.
Okay, I'm just gonna like now that we have a little more time, um, better secure the sling that he currently is wearing in a more comfortable way, and also tell him. Once we get into a more civilized town, I'll make sure that we stop by a shop and maybe we can get a better sling for you.
No, I appreciate anything. Thanks for using the blanket just to make this in the first place. I mean, having this dangle out while those things were attacking us would have been nasty.
Yeah. Well, we definitely need you in order to keep going on this adventure. So.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that a lot.
All right, you finish fastening the sling around Proudpool's arm, tightening it more securely with a horizontal bandage across, or a horizontal strip of fabric across it to more securely tighten it to his body so that it moves around less as he walks. And you notice that it's a little less painful now, Proud, as you walk around.
By the way, Ender, I was thinking about something. Um, you know how, we still have these brass bands on and you got your silver ones off? And,
Yeah.
well, I was kind of noticing, how we walked over here from that bridge and no one seemed to notice? Well, if anyone ever did notice, we might want to have a story for these things just in case anyone sees them. That way, if they become visible for whatever reason, like, we got something. So I was thinking, what if we just named our group after them?
Okay. Like, what
Well,
ideas did you have exactly?
yeah. So, well, I mean, I think calling it something brass works because it kind of would just tie in. So if anyone's really, asking questions about it, even though no normal citizens even know these things exist, only the ones inside Basat do. But if anyone asks, well, let's see, brass. No, brass wrist is dumb. We don't want to say brass bands. They'll ask too many questions. What about? And I like extend the fingers on my right hand. What about brass hand? There's four main
Uh,
fingers. There's four of us.
yeah, I like that. That makes sense.
Would you be the pinky because you're so frail, Proud?
I was thinking about being the pointer finger to lead us into battle, but you're definitely the middle finger, Fox. We can argue on who's got what fingers later, and we definitely need Perry to weigh in on this once she wants to join up with us after getting her own room. But yeah, well, I don't know, Brassan, what do you guys think? You hate it? You love it?
I mean, anything's better than fresh meat, so I'm totally down for that.
Oh, you guys don't like it?
Yeah, no, I can only take Barrow's accent for so long. All right,
Oh, man.
well, from this point forward, we are the Brass Hand.
Barrow's gonna be so heartbroken. Hopefully you never go back there,
I mean,
Knock on wood.
huh?
I'm pretty sure if we're going back there, Barrow won't be a problem that we're worried about.
That is true. It was mentioned to them before by someone that The prison city of Basat executes those who are recaptured after they escape.
Should we head downstairs and get breakfast? Meet up with Perry?
Breakfast sounds amazing right now. Let's go.
Previously on class, Fresh Meat in Prison Streets, the Periwinkle managed to arrange her own room by forcing all the guys to sleep in the same one, despite having 2 rooms. So Perry, you wake up and I guess make your own preparations for the day. You can kind of hear their voices out in the hall.
Man, guys, Perry had such a wonderful time sleeping in such a big bed. How did you guys sleep last night?
I mean, wait, which one of you slept on the floor? I forgot.
I did.
I wanted to. I would try to volunteer, but Fox threatened to beat me up and break my other arm if I didn't, so I let him take it.
I mean, it wasn't too bad, right? I brought the blankets and pillow in from the other room. You're still doing okay, Fox?
It's fine. It's like home.
I enjoyed my bed.
Like, you sleep on the floor when you're at home?
Yes, we have blankets and a pillow, but we sleep on the floor.
But like a slumber party, like I'm pretty sure you guys like exchange secrets. And I slept like a baby on plush feathery bed. Not lumpy like the one in prison.
Fair, you better hope you never turn broke and need us for any gold coin.
Excuse me, Mr. Pride Pool. To my understanding, I earned all that gold all by myself by pickpocketing all of people's dirty clothing. I didn't fight one bit. It's just, the Perry way to do it.
I cannot argue that.
Did you manage to find any more gold in the new clothes that we found?
No, I wish I did, but a fancy man already gave us fancy clothes, so something tells me that fancy man probably keeps his coins in something big bank or whatever. Guys, do you think Perry has enough money to go to bank and deposit all my gold? Also, Fancy Man said he paid for the rooms, but he never gave me my coins back. Just saying.
Well, that's weird. Maybe
No, he left a gold pouch in room, didn't he? With the 10 gold coins, and then you decided to give each of us a couple of gold coins. I don't think we've actually paid for the rooms yet.
Yeah, well, you paid for the rooms. He covered them for you by repaying you. Then Perry gave the money to you guys.
Oh, thanks, Perry.
Oh,
You're very
that's
charitable.
what that was. Man, only 6 coins extra. Yes, I gave you guys coins, so I don't know why you're all so grumpy, Pride. You've been hanging around Fox way too much.
you gave us 3, right?
Yeah, it was 3 apiece for us.
Okay, I didn't add that last time.
Yeah, guys, I kept the 1. Can you believe that?
Look, Periwinkle, you're very generous. I'm glad that's your most notable quality about you.
Oh, I see. Mr. Fry getting all less grumpy now.
Can we discuss a plan on how to get to our objective?
Yeah.
Guys, I already kind of forgot what we're supposed to do. We're going to party, right?
So we're not actually invited to the ball. We have to break into a manor in Luchen's, which is south of Carcassonne.
Or sneak in.
Yeah, it's a mask ball too. So if we can find masks, we might be able to blend in really easily. Might not even have to break in to the manor per se, but we first have to get there because the ball's in 2 weeks and we don't really have much means of transportation. Gaius, who gave us this, recommended we stay away from Achi, and I agree with that.
Proud, you're talking to yourself. Come sit at the table.
Start talking to the paintings on the wall.
As we come downstairs, do we see anyone in the tavern?
It's a lot more quiet than it was yesterday evening. There's the man from last night who you didn't talk to. He's sipping tea and just kind of quietly talking to the barkeep. And then there's a Arakokra who is passed out on the bar table. I will add, just in case it's been a while since we had to skip a week for this group, so I just want to remind them just so that they don't forget things, because that would suck to just forget it based on real world time. He recommended you stay away from Achi, and also told you that you wouldn't make it in time unless you went to Drosis and got a ship from there. He advised you that you would not make it in time on foot.
All right.
How y'all feeling about getting on the ocean?
Never been before. But
Really?
it can't be
hate
worse
it.
than being under the ocean. That's for sure.
That's kind of point.
I hate the water.
Oh, that's what the ship's for, so that you don't get wet.
Wait, is that why you don't like Proud?
Fox, you don't like me?
I'm not a big fan of ships.
All right. Well, are you gonna be able to get over that? Because
Being on an island and then trekking the long way was not fun. Boats are fine, and fishing is fine because you're close to land. Not having anywhere close by, but nothing but water from one eye to the other is a lot.
gotcha.
Okay, technically I lied. I guess I've been on a ship to go to Basat, but I didn't really have a choice in that.
And you
so
had a bag over your head too.
I don't know if that counts.
You had a bag over your head,
Yeah.
so you would have
Hopefully
missed
this is
out
a-
on the boating experience. It wasn't exactly a cruise ship.
Hopefully, it's a better experience for you, Ender.
Yeah, let's
How
hope.
how will we afford the travel?
So, for my time as a pirate, I know of Drosis, but I haven't been there yet. But there's a port there, so I'm sure it won't be too much trouble to try to scrounge up a boat. I mean, we're pretty capable as just adventurers and travelers. They could probably need some of us on a cargo ship or a trade ship of some type. But I think that's what we'll need to do is try to talk our way onto one. You know?
Yeah, we could potentially trade our services in exchange for passage.
I have a question, Proud.
Yeah.
Is being a pirate something we can openly talk about, or is that something that we should not? Because you seem so open with it, and I understand you're comfortable with us, but I don't want to openly say it around the wrong crowd.
Well, yeah, it's in certain places you can say it openly, and certain places you definitely can't. I don't want to go anywhere near the Kaiser's Vineyard, especially not saying what I am, and I don't want to go near Achi. I've never been, but none of us should want to go to Achi. But Drosis is okay. I mean, pirates are known to be hanging around Drosis, and Port Penitent. That's another good place for ne'er do wells or people with shady histories to go. But I mean, as long as I don't literally tell every armed soldier I see, that should be all right.
And do you know how long it takes to get to Drusus?
Oh man,
I would
Yeah, we
say,
have a map,
less,
right?
less than 2 weeks. We would get there in plenty of time.
yeah,
Well, we have to get to Drusus in less than 2 weeks because we have to
Yeah,
be in.
from Joseph's Illusions, yeah, we'll get there in plenty of time.
yes,
Well,
It's just a matter of
Crowd.
getting Joseph.
I'll confirm some stuff since you have a bit of experience on the coastline. You don't know the exact amount of time because you've always been on a boat, and never walked to Drosis from where you are. But you imagine that you will get there well within your 2 week limit and be able to. If you get a boat, you could be able to make it to Luchen's within your 2 week limit from here.
Yeah, I think we just gotta see if we can get anything useful around here and make our way to Drosis.
do we want to just head there as fast as possible so we can avoid the vineyards?
Well, whenever you enter a tavern, you talk up any locals and see if you can get any information, especially if we're gonna be a political pawn of sorts.
And I think
gain
the
information
oh,
from
sorry.
people. Go ahead.
I also think the more time we have to prepare a plan to get into the ball, the better. So I think the earlier we get there, the more likely it is we'll have an easier time getting in.
I agree.
Perry, what do you think?
Guys, I just really wanted to go to the party because Fancy Man said that it's really fun, but also I haven't had any good food since being in prison and eating questionable food.
Well, sounds like we all want to hurry up to Lucien, so y'all ready to head out?
Great, wonderful. Yes, please.
Lead the way, crowd.
All right, let's go.
So right now your provisions are rather light. Are we heading out?
I mean, does it seem like they would sell provisions here?
It's a tavern, you could ask.
No,
Worst
I
case,
kind of
we
want to
have
just head out.
Perry.
Honestly,
Perry.
I think we just head to the closest major city.
Also, remember that
Achi.
Perry can hunt for us.
Oh
And
yeah,
we can just stay on the outside so we don't have to go into the closest place to Besot. That's probably not the smartest play.
yeah. I think we're just gonna head out
Alright.
with making as little contact with people as possible.
Okay. Alright, you make your way back outside of the Widower's Web.
Do we see these horses over here?
Mhm.
What does their stable look like?
It's a small, standard-looking stable. They seem to be sort of lashed to the post.
Man, I wish we had horses. It would make travel so much easier.
Guys, do you think that we can maybe ask more people for information? Like maybe get a map or something, or maybe get Perry more arrows because I overheard Fox telling everyone I was gonna hunt for food, but we have one arrow left. I think. Actually, I lied. I don't even know if I have an arrow left.
No, I'm pretty sure you have arrows left because I got you some back.
Just one, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was one, if I remember.
Perry, can we look at the map again?
Yeah, sure. You can actually have it if you want it, because apparently Fairy cannot read the map for the life of her.
Okay, now this map isn't like very descriptive necessarily, but do we know like what these other little locations are around Achi, or are those parts of Achi?
They're parts of Achi. Achi is a large city.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're looking for Drosis, which is on the starbound archipelago. So it's this gives us map of Achi, but we want to go around Achi. It might be best to go south and then east around Achi and then further down the coast.
Okay. Yeah, I think you just lead the way, Proud. You're the most well versed in this area, so.
All right. Follow me, and if we need to stop anywhere, someone holler.
Okay. All right. You all saw the map, right? I just want to double check.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, yeah, it's for everyone. Just want to make sure, because I remember I only gave it to Perry, and then wasn't sure if I gave it to everybody after that. All right, so you're heading south. Are you heading immediate south?
Yeah, because we'll go back to the bridge, and then we'll see what our options are in terms of cardinal directions.
Okay.
Proud, should we be traveling on the road, or should we travel a little off the beaten path?
We could go here. Just go east.
Yeah, as far as like directions on the map itself, just state what direction you're taking, because it doesn't really matter. Walking off that side of the map versus the south side of the map doesn't really matter. Just state kind of once you leave the map which direction you want to go, because you're making sort of a long journey rather than just heading from one district to another or one room to another.
Yeah.
So state kind of where you want to go, if you're taking the roads or the hard route, or what you're doing, and then we'll work from there.
I guess we're going south, but we're not going to stay on the roads, right?
If you think that's what's best.
I think that's what's best.
Okay.
So you're heading back towards Northwalk Bridge then?
Yes.
Okay, I'll bring you back that up. So you travel down the road. Every once in a while, you come across travelers who are heading north. What do you do about them?
I'm just hiding my band in my right sleeve.
Okay.
Yeah, just not trying to be obvious. We're just trying to avoid getting into conversation, but not like obviously being suspicious about like hiding who we are or anything like that.
All right. Then, taking care to avoid suspicion and hide your bracelets, you occasionally pass by merchants who are have sort of pack horses with them, carrying their merchandise, carts behind them. But they seem sort of preoccupied with their own business and don't really care too much for idle conversation or suspicion, so they simply give you a nod and move along on their way, heading back up north. And before about half a day has passed, you return to the bridge where you made your first escape from the sub.
And then Jay, is the pipe that we know on the west or the east?
What do you
Or
mean?
it's underneath the bridge, right?
Yeah, it's like on the south side at the bridge.
All right. Well, down that way is Atchi, so we should probably go around this way if we can.
Alright, so you're heading east from this direction then?
Yes.
I'll take you to the kingdom map. So, where you were at the Widower's Web was approximately here. And you headed, well, actually a little bit north than that. So then you headed south, just kind of above the R in northern, which is where Northwalk Bridge is.
So
And
yeah,
I-
we're just heading like off the road,
In this
like
direction.
probably in here area.
Okay. The large road that you were following to Northwalk Bridge carries on to the south as you sort of leave it behind and head into a lightly wooded area. There's not very many trees around, enough that you can kind of clearly see where you're going, and they don't darken your vision at all with the foliage. A lot of the leaves have begun to kind of turn with the autumn season, and it's a rather peaceful journey for the most part. So this journey is sort of considered a long journey, so we're gonna roll some stuff and see if things happen. Which means, chat, I get to show off my increase in production quality. Ready? Wow. Can I get some pogs in the chat for that? All it means is that I get to hide stuff from chat too. So sorry, but you guys get to see less now. You got away with it for a little bit, but now I'm gonna hide stuff from you. Alright. Let's do some rolls. Okay. That's one.
Harry, you still have the like metal ball bearings that we created from
From prison, yes, I still have metal ball bearings and sling from prison.
okay. I just wanted to make sure you had at least something.
Alright. If I may say so. Very interesting rolls. Okay, you make your way eastward. In the far distance, you can see a mountain range spring up, and over time, the trees become less deciduous and more. It becomes more of a jungle than a forest, really, as you begin to head slightly southeast. And before long, you find yourself on a small path through a more heavily wooded area, and it becomes more of a jungle. So let's take you there. As you travel down the road, you begin to hear more unfamiliar bird calls than the previous woods. And the area around you darkens as the trees grow thicker. And before long, while traveling down this path, you see a figure in front of you heading in the opposite direction as you.
Okay. Can we make out anything about them?
They are wearing a long robe, and they have a very large pack on their shoulders. And they're holding a staff as they walk towards you.
Guys, do we want to maybe talk to this guy, see what's going on around us?
I feel if we see him, he sees us. So
You guys go first because I feel very creeped out right now.
yeah, let's be friendly. So, tip my hat to him. Hello.
Hang on. As you walk up to him, you can see him a little better. He wears a pointed wizard's cap and a long blue robe. And he is indeed carrying a rather large backpack that's almost the size of himself over his shoulder. The only thing that you can't really make out about him is his face. You just see sort of two shining eyes from under his cap and cowl. But as you approach, he sort of looks up from his drudging along and then says, "Oh, hello there, fellow folk of the road, I see."
Sorry, I couldn't exactly get every word during the echo.
His voice sounds a little ethereal. Let me turn it down a little bit. I'll turn it down a little.
Perry looks over Fox's shoulder and say, "Hi, mysterious man. My name is Perry, and these are my friends. What is your name?"
Nice to meet you, Perry. They call me Duna. Duna of the Road.
Where are you traveling to, Duna?
Oh, I travel everywhere. In fact, there's nary a time when I'm not traveling.
Quite
So
a-
Go Perry.
you're traveling around everywhere, and there's no place that you. I feel like you're speaking riddles, mysterious man. But also, I do Periwinkle Spruce. Part of my family were gypsies, and I do travel quite a bit.
I see.
Traveler.
A kindred spirit, then.
Yes, indeed. Makes you less mysterious and less creepy because, I do have seen lots of things. Why are you traveling by yourself, though?
I am.
But, like, why?
I am in search of something. In fact, I would like to ask you, perhaps you have some lead.
I'm not very perceptive, but I'm pretty sure my friends can help you quite a bit. And then Perry hides behind Fox again.
We would love to answer your question. In return, can we ask you a question?
Very well, very well. Why don't you go first?
Do you know anything of the Blood Rose?
Blood roses. Now, why would you speak of something like that?
I'll turn to Ender. My friend, he's in need of such a thing. Ender, do you want to tell him?
Ender's just like blushing red. Like, oh god, I wasn't expecting. um,
Folk in need of a blood rose are often up to no good, but I won't tell if you don't. He taps the brim of his cap.
well, I'm not even sure if it's something that we need, but I'm curious about its properties and what it's capable of.
Well,
Uh,
can't say I've ever seen one myself, but they do talk of powerful things happening when a blood rose blooms.
Like what kind of powerful things?
Well, there's talk of mass death, there's talk of mass life, but it really depends on who you talk to.
Is there a way to try to analyze or, I don't know, maybe find a cure for the negative effects of a blood rose?
Now that I can't say. Again, I have no experience with blood roses myself. Just tales that you hear in a tavern.
Have you heard any tales or rumors of where they may be?
Well, the stories do talk of that. They say the blood rose blooms where large amounts of blood have been shed.
mm.
Would I mean, in terms of blood being shed, could that be anything like a battlefield or a butcher shop, or are we talking much more sinister?
I think a butcher shop, probably on the small end of things. I think we're talking more about massacres, sacrifices.
That would make sense why I ended up where I did. So, we asked our question.
So you did. Time for mine. You see, the reason I travel on the road perpetually is in search of something, specific items. You see, I seek coins, but not just your bog standard silver, copper, gold pieces. No, boring. What I seek is a special type of coin. And you'll know them when you see them. They have runic markings on them like none you've ever seen before. If you bring me those coins, or should you happen to have one right now, you can give it to me, and I'll compensate you very well.
Well, I'm not sure. I don't think we've had any on us right now. We honestly haven't traveled for too long, but I we can absolutely be on the lookout for them. And should we come across one on our travels, I mean, if you're perpetually traveling, how do we get in contact with you again and offer the coin up to you?
Oh, I always bump into everyone who travels on the road,
Oh,
eventually.
Duna. I Periwinkle Spruce is really good at finding coins. You can ask everybody here. I don't have the coins that you want right now though, but like if you tell me where exactly, maybe like where I can find them, like a city, inside people's shoes, pockets, behind
Oh,
someone's ear.
they always manage to turn up in the strangest of places.
That's my expertise. So, like, if I find one, can I just, like, maybe be like, oh, hello, Duna, my friend Duna. I have mysterious coins for you. And then you, like, pop up somewhere.
Well, should you find one, I'm sure we'll bump into each other again.
Or maybe we should do, like, animal calling signals. Coco, Coco. I'm really good at that one, too. I can just, signal you to come.
A strange idea, but I do have a fondness for the strange.
Strange. She called me strange, guys. Can you believe that? Okay.
No.
Well, wonderful.
I
What
can't.
what are the coins for?
Ender, don't ask him about the coins.
You needn't
It's
worry
just-
your head about that. Only that I want them.
Just find him the coins. It's like an Easter egg hunt. Just find the coins.
Easter? What is Easter?
Well, Duna,
Not a thing.
just to get us even more motivated, if we find those coins for you, you mentioned that
Treasure hunt.
you pay us back handsomely. What kind of trade off would that coin be worth to you? I mean, what would we get in return?
Well, the thing is, I can never predict what you get in return. It's always something unpredictable. But it's usually something good.
Okay, well, I'll take your word for it. Well, but yeah, we'll be on the lookout for those coins. By the way, as a perpetual traveler, do you know if there's a shortcut or the best way to a town called Drosis?
Ah, Drosis, I came from there.
Perfect.
Shortcut, not so much, but I did pass by a abandoned camp not so long ago.
Oh, okay. How far?
Uh, just a little bit southeast, you'll see it.
Okay,
Follow this path.
okay. Well, thanks for that. They've been very helpful and with your information.
Of course. Always happy to help. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Until next time, Duna.
Until next time.
Hi, friend.
He sort of pulls down the brim of his cap to nod at you and begins to walk on his way.
To do the same back with my hat.
As he walks away, I want to look at Perry and say, Perry, did you just say his name right the first time?
Did I? I don't know. I don't quite remember. I was like too fixated looking at his hat, but also I'm a little bit offended. He called me strange when he was clearly stranger than I was. What a compliment as well.
Maybe it was just that. A compliment. If he's strange and interesting, maybe you're even more.
Oh, very strange compliment indeed.
He
A
did say he
strange compliment.
did say he has a fondness for the strange.
I did hear that, and it creeped me out a little bit more.
Aw, come on,
Maybe
it's not
he liked
creepy.
you. Maybe he was turned on by you, Perry.
That's a little bit strange. We just used that word so many times. I want his hat. I'm gonna barter the hat. I want it.
I'm like noticeably dragging behind the party.
Alright.
And stop dragging your feet. You know I hate that. What's going on?
Sorry, I just got distracted and thought.
What's wrong? Don't just bottle it up. It's boring. Talk.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't expecting you to ask that question, but I appreciate you wanting to help. But massacres, like, I don't even know what that means. It just is like, oh, I'm so conflicted now.
I mean, it's something you wanted to research, and we found out more info than it sounds like you got in your entire time searching. at the very least, we know what to expect. And hey, if there's no maskers, then no Blood Rose. So we just got to make sure there's no maskers in Grand Lorien. That
Yeah,
shouldn't
but
be too hard.
what if that's the thing I need to help my family?
I will
Uh,
say that there might be another way to get it. Just because it's the most common doesn't mean it's the only. And that being said, sometimes the best things are surrounded by the most difficult things to do. It was, for an example, getting out of prison was very difficult. Just remember that.
It's true.
Yeah. Plus, you start getting your own head about that. I mean, you're gonna lose sight of what's in front of you. You know, whatever decision you'll have to make in the time, I'm sure you'll make the right one.
All right, guys. Thanks. Thanks for the help. I appreciate it.
All right, so you continue to head down this road that heads sort of southeast in this direction. And before long, you can see Fox, you notice, with your sharp eyes in the distance, the outline of some tents in the trees.
Guys, I think we probably should have stopped somewhere to get arrows because now I'm a little bit freaked out. I don't think slingshot is strong enough for creepy wanderers and surprise creatures.
I mean, Proud, do you have an idea of what kind of things live out here?
Uh, no, I'm a lot more of a knowing what's at the bottom of an ocean than what's hiding in a jungle. Inland's not really my thing.
Guys, I don't think you realize I've seen lots of different animals, some more friendly than others, and most scary animals hide in creepy jungle forests where you meet random strangers. I'm just saying.
I look behind us. Is anything following us?
Nope.
Okay.
Is it getting pretty dark out?
It's dusk, but dusk is a lot darker in the jungle.
If you want, we can head to the abandoned camp Tuna talked about and just spend the night there.
Yeah, that's. I mean, sounds like a safe, relatively safe place to stay for the night.
So are you making your way towards the camp?
Yeah,
Yes.
according to Duna, where the abandoned camp was.
Okay. Ignore the fire. It's not lit. There's just ashes.
All right, a couple of tents. Oh,
Does it look
maybe.
like it's still being used? Like, are there actually bags by the logs and stuff?
There are bags, yes, but you don't see anyone around. You have to make investigation checks to learn more.
Can I go ahead and do that?
Sure, roll for me.
I would also like to do an investigation check.
Then just do it with advantage.
I'm gonna stay hidden in the brush.
I'm gonna sit on the stump.
Oh no, I dropped my dice. A 3. Oh, wait, hold on, sorry. I have a +3 of 4. Oh, 1 second. 5 on the second one.
All right.
Man, I don't like rolling actual dice. This sucks, guys.
You guys see anything?
From what you can gather, you can't really tell the extent to which it's been abandoned. You know that there's no people currently here.
Okay.
Well, maybe we should look into each tent, see if we can all fit in one. That way we can, if anything comes at us, one of us can be on watch and wake everyone else up.
Can I-
Perry would like to go to the backpack, please. I want it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna search this little sack over here.
Okay. So Fox, this is a water skin. It's half full.
Wait, water?
Water skin, yes. Perry, this is an old pack. Kind of dirty, but as you open it, it has what appear to be some rations inside it.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Perry would like to keep the backpack.
I look into this tent.
It's empty.
If I put my hands close to where the fire was, can I feel if it's been cold for a long time or if it's relatively warm?
It does not feel warm.
Ender, what's over in that tent?
Nothing's over here.
Oh,
Perry,
We
what
should
about
check
the
these-
tent by you?
let me check in here. Hello? Anyone?
That tent is empty as well.
This one's empty too.
What about the one by me?
Empty as well.
Perry, how's the tent over where you're at?
Well, I don't hear anything. Let me just quickly look. Perry grabs the backpack. Perry also looks inside tent. Hello? Anybody inside the tent? This is Perry.
Empty as well.
Oh, nobody in there. Guys, there's like nobody in here. But I
Oh.
did find this cute backpack.
Nice. Well,
Also got old food in it. Maybe Ender can figure out if food is still okay to eat.
I also found a water skin.
I'm not. Yeah, the food should be fine. I'm not worried about that.
Do you want
Um,
to start a fire?
Yeah, can you guys help look around for a rock or something that maybe I can get a spark to come off of? Like a piece of flint or something?
well, it looks like there's a couple of rocks around. Could we not just do it with that?
I don't know. I look at the rocks. Do they look like
The
they'd
rock.
be able to?
There are
Yeah, like
several
I'd be
rocks
able to
kind of outlining a ring around where there was a fire lit before. Some of them look like they're small enough to maybe use as a striking stone.
Okay. I pick one up and then, hey, Proud, can I borrow your dagger?
Oh, sure. Here.
Okay, I'm gonna try and start a fire.
Roll survival for me.
Okay. Only an 11.
Then you're unsuccessful. Occasionally you'll get a small spark, but it'll fail to light
Okay.
anything.
Perry would
don't
like
you-
to try, please. If that's okay.
I will add, just to describe it, since the image here isn't very good, and is a little inaccurate. I will add that it's just ashes in the ring of rocks.
Just ashes. No
Okay.
rocks.
Can I go grab the logs that are over here if there actually are more?
Whereabouts? Yeah, there are logs stacked over there.
Can I grab a few just to help start a fire?
I'll help you out.
So you grab a few logs and stack them against each other to form a bit of a campfire. Just for the sake of us not spending this entire session rolling to see if we can light a fire, I'll let you do it one more time. Though it will be easier this time now that you have actual wood in the fire.
Okay.
Perry has survival +5.
Oh my
Perry would like
gosh.
to start the fire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
let's-
give the stuff to Barry.
Let's have Perry give it a shot then.
Woo! Okay. Oh man. Perry's bad dice rolling today. Let's go see. Oh, 13 +5.
Hey, that's better.
All right, then this time the spark catches wood, and before long, a small crackling flame has been lit.
Ooh. Look, guys. Perry started fire.
I'd like to look around to see if the fire illuminates anything around the camp.
It casts shadows on the trees around you. But other than that, it isn't currently super dark yet, so the fire isn't giving you much of a advantage to seeing.
Okay, I'm gonna take the food from Perry and ritually cast Purify Food and Drink in case that it is spoiled or anything like that.
All right. Then you cast Purify Food and Drink on it, on the food and the water from the water skin, or just the food.
Yeah, on both.
Alright.
So after 10 minutes, you guys see me kind of like sitting with the food and the water, and after a while, okay, it should be good to eat and drink now. I don't think there should be a problem.
Huh, awesome. Well, let's divide it up. Feel kind of bad about eating food, but I wonder where the campers went.
The food in the sack appears to be hardtack. Some biscuits that are rather hard and chewy. And they taste stale, but they're edible. The water has a bit of a stale taste to it as well, but you're able to keep it down. So you spend some minutes, some much warmer minutes by the fire, having some food and drink.
Should we rotate people keeping watch?
Yeah, do you guys want to sleep in a tent or sleep outside?
I'm going to sleep by the fire, but you guys can see the tents.
Uh,
I'd
feel
rather
like-
sleep within eye distance of each other, honestly.
Yeah.
That's a
well,
little creepy, Ender. Do you not like being alone?
Not out here.
well, Perry should probably take the last watch or the watch when it's the darkest. But I can
Perry
take.
does not mind that.
Uh,
I will
can
say
take-
though. Go ahead.
Do you want to divide it up into 2 shifts, 2 for each shift?
That should be fine. Proud, I got question. Are you aware of dangerous creatures in jungle that are attracted to fire? Because I know fire is comfortable, but we are also letting other creatures know that there's gigantic warm fire easily seen.
Yeah,
That
that's,
you know.
I was more worried about other travelers looking at us as easy targets if we got a fire going on. As much as I want to stay around it, putting it out and staying in a tent might be the best.
Well, we can just keep it low. We don't have to keep it stoked the whole time.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. Perry feels a little bit scared because number one, Duna came out of nowhere, even though Duna was very nice. But also he came from this way, and anybody else wondering what happened to people in this place? Because somebody left a really nice backpack, and I just feel like people don't usually leave very nice backpacks, you know?
Now that you mention it, uh, we didn't see any markings or scratches, so it feels like the campers almost disappeared rather than getting attacked.
Can Perry roll another survival check to go look at the ground and see if there's any tracks?
Sure.
So I'll just like maybe kind of like look behind like the logs too, like look within this like I guess campfire perimeter.
Okay. Make a roll then.
Okay. Mm, 5, 7, 14.
Okay.
12. Sorry.
You can definitely see tracks kind of around the campfire, boot prints. They go to and fro to each tent and are fairly obvious.
Guys, I see tracks around the, campfire. Obviously, people were here. Doesn't look like there's any
No, like
drag marks.
there's no like weird animal tracks or anything like that.
No, I don't believe so, but there's random people tracks. Guys, maybe they're ghosts.
Oh, I mean, I know we literally saw a god about a couple days ago, but I feel less likely like they're ghosts. Maybe it's just someone's pet?
I think you guys are just worrying too much.
Wow.
Okay, and there, well, maybe you can go and watch if
Me and
you're
Ender
not
can, yeah,
scared.
yeah, me and Ender can take the first shift, and Perry, you and Fox can take the second shift. Fox is the best fighter out of all of us, so he'll probably be the best security for you.
And I'm sure he'll be a joy to stay up with and talk to.
It's okay, Mr. Grumpy Man barely talks to me, so it is fine. He'll just sit there frowning.
I'm just looking in the fire, thinking.
Okay. So you're going to take shifts and keep watch
Yep.
as you head to sleep. All right. So who's taking the first watch then?
Ender and I.
All right. The two of you sit up and sort of keep your head on a swivel as you sit by the fire. The fire dies down a little bit, but stays lit, and you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
All right.
And before long, your shift has passed after several hours.
Hey, Perry. Psst. You're up.
Yep. Up. I'm up now. Anything happened while I was dozing off into light sleep?
No, actually, it was very peaceful. I mean, Ender and I didn't see anything.
Great, wonderful. I'm just gonna take a seat over here in random stump and I will just go look around, I guess.
All right. Holler if you need anything.
I kind of shake Fox's shoulder to wake him up.
Hmm.
It's your time to take watch.
Thank you, Ender.
No problem. Keep us safe. And I'm just gonna kind of like lean backwards against the log.
Right. The next two of you begin your watch, and the other two drift off to sleep as you sit by the fire. The two of you are the sharpest eyes in the party, and with your combined efforts, you keep very close watch, and nothing eventful happens. Before long, the sun begins to stream through the trees, and it is morning. Ender and Proud, you begin to wake up as the sun kind of hits your face.
Can I walk around close to the camp and see if there's any berries or anything I can forage for us for later travels?
Sure, make a survival check. If anybody wants to help you, you can do it with advantage. Doesn't look like you need it though. You find a small bush that has what appear to be blueberries.
Great.
I'm gonna kind of pray over here.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna call Perry. Perry, bring your backpack. I have berries for later to snack on, maybe.
What? You found berries? Perry wants to go find some berries too. If I can go find some, please. But-
With the role that Fox had, I'd say he was pretty thorough.
Oh, Fox, Mr. Grumpy Man, you found all the berries. What if I wanted something different?
How about on the road you look for more? And
Oh,
if I find anything, I'll let you have it.
okay, that's fine, but I definitely wanted to go find my own, but it's okay. You can put your berries inside my bag, and Perry sticks out her hand and just goes, "Here you go. Just put them in there."
I'm gonna go for one of the small pouches so it doesn't get squished.
Rude.
After I'm done praying, can I walk over to Fox and, hey Fox, can I see one of those berries? I just need one.
Perry takes
There you
one out
go.
of her backpack.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down and ritually cast detect poison
Okay.
and see if they're poisonous.
You spend 10 minutes ritually casting detect poison, and you do not find any poison.
Okay.
What, you can't trust me to find something that is not dangerous?
No, just being safe.
I've lived in the woods before. You can trust me this time.
I trust you, Fox.
Hey, you lived in the woods. You slept on the floor. You done it all.
We didn't have a lot in my home.
Should we put out the fire and head off?
Yeah. Guess it's just a camp for would-be travelers. I'll put out the fire.
Okay.
Do we want to take a tent with us?
uh,
Not a
we
bad
can,
idea.
we can take that. Can Perry look at one of the tents and see if she can get a blanket or a pillow or something? A sleeping bag.
There don't appear to be anything of that description. It's sort of just an empty tent.
Ah, bummer.
How do the tents look like they're secure?
Just with pegs into the ground, small metal pegs.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can lift each peg out and fold up the tent to take with us.
All right. Much easier than putting up a tent. So you managed to fold this tent up into much smaller size.
Okay.
Small enough to probably fit in that pack of Perry's.
Yeah, I give it to Perry to put in there.
Great. Thank you. Let me just go put it in my backpack.
All right, let's go.
Perry mumbles to herself as she's walking around. Why are these guys making me do everything? They're making me carry their stuff. They're making me pay for their rooms. Fox, are you coming?
I thought we came from this way.
You came sort of from the west here.
Are we not going from where we came?
Nah, let's just go south. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, hopefully south should be towards Joseph, so hopefully this is the right way, right?
One would hope.
I guess we'll find out, Proud.
So the camp that you're at kind of runs parallel to the road. You had to take a bit of a duck off that road to get to the camp. But it isn't exactly hard to find that road again. It's a small kind of dirt path. If that's what you're looking for.
We're just gonna keep following it as long as it continues to seem to go southward.
Yep, it heads in that same direction. Alright,
Wait. As long as it also doesn't like merge onto a bigger path or anything.
no, it continues. It's a small jungle road.
Okay, yeah, that's fine then.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom quick before we move on. So if anybody else wants to, or chat, you can feel free to as well. Okay, we're back.
Good point. That's a good point.
So, we, Proud came up with an idea. Proud, do you want to tell her?
Oh yeah, no, it's this totally cool, like badass name, and it can kind of hide us from what our true identities are. So we call ourselves the Brass Hand because of the bracelets we got on. So that way, if anyone asks about him, easy explain.
Ooh. Perry likes that name. It sounds like we're in some sort of part of a club, you know, like we're all best friends with friendship bracelets and we're called Brass Fingers.
Yeah, like each one of us is a brass finger, but if you put them all together, then they're the brass hand.
Brass hand. Sorry, Perry got that wrong. Perry said brass fingers. But like, um, so we get to like pick our nicknames. So like, you know, brass hand.
Uh, Actually, yeah, no, that's a good idea. Our nickname can be each finger. So one of us could be pointer, one of us could be ring, one of us could be middle, and one of us could be thumb, or one of us could be pinky.
Those are terrible names. Perry would like to be the Pinky, so I can go and say, "Hi, hello, my name is Pinky." You know, like Perry, but instead it's Pinky. Both starts with P, same name.
Okay, well, that works. I don't think there's any argument. Fox, Ender, did you guys want to claim pinky or claim another finger name?
Don't you dare.
I'll pass on Pinky. Perry can have that one.
Great, wonderful.
Fox, what finger name do you want to be?
I think he's thinking. His
Hmm.
face is a little bit contemplating.
Yeah, no, it's a very important decision he has to make. Well, while he's thinking, Ender, do you want to lay claim?
Um, no, I don't really have a preference.
All right. Well,
Uh,
I'll be pointer then, or point. Point
Yeah,
cool.
that's pretty cute. We go around and we just say, "Hi, hello, my name is Pinky."
And I'm pointer. Yeah.
Very strange name, but you know, it's okay because Duna walking around forest seems to know a lot about weird forests, and he said he likes strange people. So now we're all strange people. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, you think Perry could go find weird coins around here?
I mean, I don't know. He didn't really say where those weird coins could be found. Do you think they'd just be around here where he just came through?
I mean, he did. He said they could be anywhere. They
Yes,
happen in strange places.
yeah, that's exactly what he said. You know how I said yesterday? I was told, like, you know how creepy it is. There's like no campers around here, and it was creepy. Maybe we search tents, we look at floor very carefully, and poof, coin appears out of nowhere, like Duna said. Duna said magically appears out of strange places. I said behind the ear, and he didn't say anything about that. So maybe it's behind Ender's ear. You never know. Perry looks behind Ender's ear.
I pull away. Uh, prefer you not look there. It's fine.
Why you got some secrets behind that Ender? Because
No,
you know
I,
how
I
I said,
I just know for a fact there's no coin there, so
but he says it appears out of everywhere.
I mean,
I don't remember him saying that.
You know, out of all the people to have, a coin behind their ear, it would be the person who's magic.
Did you want to check behind my ear? Is that what that means? Please check. Somebody check. It might be there, and then he can pop up, and then we'll ask him more questions.
Can I
Oh,
check her ear? And I want to try and act like I want to use a gold coin and treat it like a strange, but I want to show her that it's a gold coin.
Sleight of hand then. All right. You managed to pull something out from behind her ear, but she gets a flash of gold color.
Oh, look, Petty. I found a coin. I guess we have something for Duna.
Mr. Grumpy Man, I didn't realize you were such a jokester. You pulled out the random. Is that the coin I gave you yesterday? Because I'm pretty sure that's the same coin that I gave you yesterday.
I
Guys,
put it back in my pocket. No, it's just shiny. I don't know. It's strange. I guess Duna coins are just runic and shiny. It's crazy.
guys, who would have thought Mr. Grumpy Man thinks he's funny?
Stop yabbering. Let's go.
Well,
Oh.
well, Mr. Grumpy Man, as we're going, unless you want us to call you Mr. Grumpy Man everywhere, did you think of your finger name?
Fuck you.
All right, middle finger it is. Ender, that leaves you with ring.
All right.
Wait. Then who's the thumb?
Uh,
I mean, technically,
know.
the thumb isn't even a finger.
yeah. I mean, you punch with all 5 of your fingers, Fox. You should have known that.
No, you punch with 4. You tuck the thumb. Otherwise, you break the thumb.
Harry looks
Man,
down.
no wonder you don't fight very well.
Harry looks down at her hands, like both of her hands, like very intently, and be like, "What do you mean? Thumbs are not part of your fingers." And then she's like really confused.
Come on, Patty. Let's start walking while we think.
Miss 0 damage unarmed strike. Alright, so you begin to head south again. South, kind of east in that direction. Back on the path that you were able to follow yesterday. Okay. Okay. And today things go very peacefully. Oops. My bad. One moment, please. Every once in a while, I hit the wrong button on my mouse. It's just sitting there waiting to sabotage me. And things go much more peacefully than the other day. You don't come across any travelers in the jungle. And nothing really at all happens. You spend most of the day walking.
As we're walking, I look like into the woods to see if we see any wildlife. And what kind of animals live around here?
Make a perception.
You know, Patty, now would be a good time to look for other
Oh my
food.
gosh. I rolled a 6.
You hear the occasional bird call, but that's about it.
Okay.
Harry's looking for what?
He said now would probably be a good time to look for berries.
Oh, what a
Because
wonderful idea.
Because you hate my blueberries.
She could find Perry berries.
And there has wonderful idea. Perry berries. Oh wait, but I'm not Perry right now. I'm Pinky. Pinky berries. Perry. Oh, I meant Pinky. Proud's gonna get so mad at me. Oh, I mean Pointer. Pinky would like to go look for some berries, please.
I'm walking very far ahead. I'm done with everybody.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. Which way do I go? Am I going north? Am I going south? I don't know.
We're going down, dude.
Guys, Fox is confused too. I'm confused with names. Fox is confused with locations.
Well, that's okay. Fox's code name of middle finger's a little long, so I'll just call him MF for now on.
Coincidentally, it sounds like motherfucker.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You need to go back in prison for that.
This went on a line of thinking that I totally did not expect at all.
Okay, so this day is pretty uneventful. You spend most of the day walking through a quiet jungle with occasional sound of insects and bird calls in the distance. And eventually it rolls around to dusk again. For the sake of not spending forever on the road, What do you do in summary for the night?
Perry is like contemplating about what Ender said earlier about Perry's berries. So Perry takes a good full 2 hours thinking about what Perry would do if she finally found a place to settle down at. I will set up a shop and I will call it Perry's Berries. That is my 2 hours of thinking before I fall asleep.
Proud
Uh,
Pool's internally contemplating about his relationship with Fortuna and who he is as an adventurer now.
Perry, as a wood elf, you actually don't need to sleep at all. You just meditate.
I'm like dozing off still in true Perry fashion. And I'm dreaming about Perry's berries, man. Just, setting up my own shop.
Before we lose all daylight, I'm gonna walk around and try and find some arrowheads if possible.
You don't seem to find much. You're kind of in the middle of the jungle now. There's not really any sort of signs of civilization or really that anybody's been here other than this trodden path that you're on.
Okay.
So what are your plans for the night then, as it's getting to be dusk now?
Well, Perry, you're the experienced one here. Do we sleep by trees? Do we sleep far off into the woods near the path?
Perry wakes up from her like light dozing off, daydreaming about Perry's berries, and she says, "Berries. Oh, I mean, your question was where we should sleep for the night. In my personal opinion, Perry likes to go up into trees, makes a little hammock, get some leaves, hide into leaves, kind of like little nature sleeping bag. And then people don't look at you because you're up in tree in leaf cocoon.
Oh,
Oh my god.
oh, well, okay. Could you do that for
Or
all four of us?
I mean, Perry, I appreciate that. Or we could set up the tent that we took.
Okay, and there I didn't want to tuck you guys in anyways because Proud was asking me to go and help him, but I will go up in tree and put myself in little cocoon.
Kind of look on the offside of the road and see if there's somewhere that we could nestle into safely without drawing a lot of eyes.
Yeah, there's occasional clearings as you walked. So they're not too hard to find. Spaces where there's less dense trees and no real rocky area.
Guys, let's just go over here. Save you trouble.
All right, we'll go into the clearing and pitch the tent.
Alright, so you spend some time setting up your tent. It's not as easy to set up as it is to take down, but eventually you get it set up. And I'm assuming probably another watch, alternating watch for the night.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
just do the same
Okay.
people together.
Tonight goes smoothly as well. And you manage to get a decent amount of rest, and before long you're waking up again, ready to begin to walk again. Slightly stiff in the legs and with sore feet, but at least rested.
All right, 2 days down, 10 to go. We need to get solutions. Ugh.
I don't know why you guys fell asleep up in weird tent that and there and there was great idea. Yeah, sure. Ignore Perry's cocoon. Why ask Perry for advice if you're not even gonna take Perry's advice? Anyways,
We should probably get going.
let's go. Perry is very excited to finally get this started. She
How
takes
many?
leaves off of her hair.
How many days worth of rations do we have in the back?
As long as you're relatively light on what you eat, and between that and the berries that you found, you have enough to last the day as well.
Okay.
Just a day. Ooh. Can Perry like walk and search, or like I don't know, like just foraging in general, like looking for like tracks that might be like deer tracks or like whatever, just like foraging basically.
Sure. As you walk, you can look. Keep your eye out
Great.
for any sort of edible plants or animal tracks.
Cool.
For the sake of not spending an entire session simply walking, I'll fast forward you through the last day. As it takes about 3 days to walk to Drosus. So the last day, Perry manages to find a couple more berry bushes.
Great. As I'm picking the berries, I'm like, berries, 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 grabbing all the berries, and then I give them the ender and be like, and then here are berries, berries. Can you let me know if these are okay to eat?
Yep.
Wonderful. And as Ender's checking that, Perry's still humming, berries, berries.
So you take a brief moment of a small break from walking to, I assume, ritual cast detect poison.
Yeah.
And they're a different type of berry, but not poisonous.
Okay.
And before long, about maybe midday, uh, the path opens from jungle. You begin to hear the sound of waves as you near the coastline.
Proud. I
Ah,
bet that's
yeah, ocean breeze is pretty nice. I'm gonna try to sniff for the salt water, and get that in my nostrils, and just try to bask in as we're walking towards the coast.
The trees become less dense as you travel, and you can smell kind of the salt water on the air. Kind of a smell that you've smelled many, many times, Proud. So you're quite familiar with it. And before long, you arrive on a road. Actually, sort of after midday, heading towards the evening, maybe around 4 o'clock, you arrive uh, fully out of the jungle and along the coastline. You see in front of you a wooden wall.
Huh? Guys, it looks like this is it.
It looks kind of like we're not allowed in.
That's just probably some security, some guard.
So just hold right here for a sec. As you approach, you see two figures standing on either side of this wooden fence. It's fashioned out of logs that have been lashed together and sharpened at the tips. Sort of a wooden gate to the town. And the two look up at you as you approach. One is a woman with black hair, and the other is a tall dragonborn man.
Ahoy!
As you call out, the dragonborn man sort of tips his cap back and says, "Travelers, then?
Yes, sir. Coming into town. Are we on the right path to Drosus?
Well, you found Drosus, all right."
Perfect. Is there anything we have to do to gain entrance?
Uh, He kind of squints his eyes and says, "Step forward."
All right. I'm hiding the band up in my sleeve as I walk forward.
Um, the two figures, they look you up and down, kind of squinting their eyes and scrutinizing you. And they say, and then after a couple, about a minute, the Dragonborn man speaks again and says, "Well, there shouldn't be any problem getting into town, but getting out of town might be a little more complicated."
How so?
Well, for the very reason that we're stationed here. You see, typically this town doesn't have guards. And, well, me and Sai here, we're not guards at all. But somebody's stolen something from the boss man, and we're here to make sure that nobody leaves town and escapes with the loot.
Oh,
So you can go in, but getting out's a little more complicated, like I said.
oh, okay. We were planning to just sail out. Is there a way to just go directly to a ship? You can watch us the entire way.
Could you just vouch for us since you see us now?
No can do. Boss man says that any ship that leaves the harbor right now gets sunk immediately. So,
Ah,
it's not exactly a very lenient man.
yeah, no kidding. Okay, well, I mean, we just came in from the north, but maybe we could help you find the item?
I suppose. But you'd have to talk to the boss man for that.
Who's
Oh,
the boss man?
Can you lead us?
I gotta stay at my post, but you'll find him, well, not him himself, but you'll find what you're looking for in the dock district.
the dock
South
district.
side of town.
All right, dock district, south of town. I'll talk to the boss man. What does the boss man look like?
Well, you'll be introduced.
Oh, okay.
Let's stop wasting time and go.
Yeah. Well, see you off then.
What's
The,
your names, by the way?
As you begin to head in, just to address this before, as you head inside, the Dragonborn man says, I will warn you, now that you stepped inside, no leaving. Got it?
Got it.
Should we find you trying to sneak out, well, death is probably the most pleasant thing that'll happen to you.
All right. Yep. I was just gonna go for sunk ship, but thanks for the extra detail.
Glad we have an understanding. As you kind of walk, he hefts a large hammer over his shoulder and then turns back to face away from you.
Fox will whisper. Maybe we can find someone who wants to leave as bad as Louis, and we can sneak out if we can't find who did it.
Aries like whispering, guys, why do we always keep on finding ourselves in situations where it feels kind of like we're in prison again?
Let's just figure this out as fast as possible.
Great. Okay, you guys lead the way because, again, strange people. Also, Fox, don't forget your name is MF and I'm Pinky, okay?
Wait, are we seriously going by those silly names?
Yes, we are. That's what Pointer said.
Exactly. We're going by these cool, badass names that let the Grand Lorien know about the brass hand.
This is silly. Just call me Fox.
I'll call you MF. The F can stand for Fox. Mad Fox.
Love that.
I'm surprised you didn't say mean, folks.
Oh, that's another good one. Depends if how grumpy you are.
Alright, so ahead of you, you can see sort of some straw shacks. And the path sort of leads you along the coastline.
Guys, I kind of just want to go into the coastline and just dip my body in the water for a bit.
Just don't get eaten by sharks.
The waves, they lap casually at the shoreline. It's much more relaxing than the shark-infested waters near Basat. But you spend some time relaxing and feel a lot more at peace with yourself as you soak the water in and sort of re-moisturizes your skin after that explosion.
Hopefully one day my hair can grow back to what it was.
Perry, you see a man sitting on the shoreline and he's just fishing.
Terry approaches man. Hello, Mr. Fisherman. My name is Pinky. Yes, that's correct. My name is Pinky, and I was wondering, what are you doing over there? Fishing for fish?
He looks over his shoulder at you as you call out to him, and then he says, as you introduce yourself, he says, "Oh, my name's Chance. New in town."
Yes, indeed. I'm just here wondering if you can maybe show me around the town, tell me about all the people. Pinky likes to hunt as well, but Pinky is not a good fisherman. I am good with the bow and arrow.
Well,
You know where I can get arrows?
there's a blacksmith and Fletcher in town, just south in the markets. But don't know too much about weapons myself. I'd love to show you
Oh,
around, but gotta keep fishing, you know.
great, wonderful. Perry would like to know, would you like to trade some berries for fish? I got a couple berries in my backpack.
He looks over. He hasn't caught anything yet. Sorry, the picture's a little misleading. Um, but he looks kind of. He
Bummer.
looks off in this direction, and says, "Old man Mordecai might have some spare fish that he'd be willing to trade."
Ah, great, wonderful. Well, it was nice meeting you. Thank you.
Have a
Perry
nice day.
skips away. Bye, Mr. Fisherman. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go here. Or, well, actually, let me ask Ender. Ender, what are you up to? Because Mr. Fisherman said that we can go talk to this guy. His name's Mordecai. I think that's what his name is. I don't know. Perry's not very good at names. I mean, Pinky is not very good with names. He said we could probably trade some food.
Okay. Yeah, let's go see what he has to offer.
Great, wonderful. After me, follow me.
By this other small straw shack, there's an old man with a straw hat and just kind of a commoner's clothes. He's leaning over this cart here, and he has several fish in the back of the cart. He seems focused on it as you walk up behind him.
Hi, hello. My name is Pinky. Yes, that's correct. My name is Pinky. I would like to know if maybe you would be interested in uh trading some berries for a wonderful fish you got there.
He turns around and says, "New in town then?"
Yes, I believe so.
He looks back at his cart of fish and says, "Well, I do have a lot of them. What are you offering?"
Let me see here. Betty takes her backpack and rumbles through it. I got berries. I mean berries over here. Some blueberries. And other berries that I cannot name, but are
Um,
not poisonous.
he he looks them over and says, "Ah, well, I'm not much of a forager myself, and I haven't had berries like this in quite a while. So I tell you what, 2 fish for the lot of berries."
I look over at Ender and I'm like, Ender, is that okay that he wants all of the berries?
That sounds like a great deal.
Great, wonderful. Here you go. And if you, need anything else, you can always call me. I mean, Pinky. Pinky for berries. Pinky's berries.
It's not exactly very catchy.
Right? Isn't it wonderful? Great. Here you go. Thank you for trading with me, Mr. I didn't catch your name. Not that I'm good with names, anyways.
Mordecai, you can call me.
Oh, that's right. Okay, bye, Mr. Oldman.
Have a nice
See
day.
you again.
What's our group in the north doing?
Oh my gosh.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I can't take this seriously.
That's
I
okay.
can't stay a straight face.
Perry is very good comic relief.
Yeah.
I'm still just chilling in the water, looking at the horizon as the waves soak into my body.
Okay, as you look at the horizon, you can see off to kind of the south here, if you look kind of down the coast, you can see some docks in the distance, as well as some ships that seem to be moored kind of further out at sea. There's about 4 different ships all just anchored out there, and one that is kind of circling.
Huh. Well,
Uh,
that probably explains it. Yeah.
The
So that's the
circling one
docks.
has black sails.
Yep. Yep. Well, we're probably gonna have to go over there to see the boss man. Oh, Fox, I didn't see you there. What are you up to?
Nothing. Just listening, watching.
Well, I know you want to get out of here as soon as possible. Want to go down to the dock district?
Sure. Let's go.
All right. Let's go.
All right. So if everybody's heading further south, Perry and Ender as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Then, as you travel down this path along the grass, it merges onto sand, and it seems like the only way you can progress further to the south is along sort of a bigger beach area. All right. Fresh meat and prison streets beach episode. Here we go.
We're on vacation, guys. Ooh, yes! Vacation music!
So this beach is a lot bigger than just sort of the small little coastline that you were sitting on before. And you can see some rocks and sort of the colored hint of a reef out in the waters. And this beach is more crowded than the last one.
Sorry, guys. I'm just now looking at all the pictures.
This is my kind of beach.
I gotta say, out of Fourth Wall Break, you have no idea how hard it is to find D&D portraits that look like they're at the beach.
Yeah. Hey, Proud. I got something to tell you, and I'm like whispering it to him.
What's that?
So, Proud, you know how Perry has berries, right?
Right.
I was thinking maybe you should go capitalize on proud products, like maybe like shampoo called Ocean Breeze.
Ooh, Proud's products. Yeah.
Pointers products.
Pointers.
But,
And
but
Pinky's baddies. Remember, you're trying to hide your names. Remember,
I'm whispering it to him.
right?
Gra-
But if you're trying to hide the name that you are trying to sell products to, maybe you don't name it after yourself.
Oh no. Oh, I don't even have to call them that. I can just call them Products.
No, I'm saying that proud. I mean, Pointer should
my God.
advertise his product as your product as Ocean Breeze for beautiful shiny hair.
Perry, this all sounds amazing. Do you want to start a commercial empire together?
Yes, I definitely do, because we all complaining about coins, and now I just feel like yes, wonderful coins.
All right, let's go find some suckers to get some easy merch sales off.
Yes.
So looking around at the beach, this man here is doing push-ups. This girl here is sitting under a palm tree, and she has kind of a tankard or something in her hand.
With a bird on her head?
Yeah,
I was
she's got
gonna
a
say,
bird
is the
sitting
bird
on her hand.
actually there?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then there seem to be 3 girls sitting to the south, and out in the distance you can see the shape of another person out on the rock.
Oh man, guys, I'm down for this. 1 second. I'm gonna talk to Ender. Ender, you know how your last relationship didn't really work out? You wanna go over there to those group of girls and talk to them, and then I'm gonna go over there to that lady because she's got a bird on her head. It's okay, don't be shy. Have a wonderful time. I'm gonna go over there and talk to her. Hi, pretty lady with bird on your head. My name is Pinky. Yes, that is my name, Pinky. I was wondering, are you also a beastmaster? Because you got bird on your head.
As you walk up and sort of introduce yourself, she says, "Ahoy there! Don't know anything about any beastmasters, but this one seems to like sitting on my head."
So you're telling me bird on your head is not beast companion? Because that's wonderful. I would like a bird to sit on my head.
Well, I'm afraid I can't exactly give you any advice.
How about you can give me advice on as to where to find that delicious beverage you got in your hand?
Ah, well, I do some work at the tavern out in the docks, so sometimes I just take my drink and enjoy it on the beach, you know? They don't mind.
Oh, you're bar master, lady, so you know everyone's secrets. And then Perry's
no, I don't work at the bar. I'm a bard. I perform there.
Oh, wonderful. So you sing songs.
As you say that, she looks up kind of at the sun and then says, "Hang on, do you know what time it is?"
No, Pinky never knows what time it is. It's Pinky time.
She squints her eyes kind of towards the sun and thinks for a moment and then says, "Oh, shoot. I'm late. And then she sprints off down the beach.
Bye, pretty lady. Have fun. And then Perry goes and goes over here to Fox and goes, "Look, Fox, Ender finally took my advice and he's over there with a group of pretty ladies."
Who knew he was so good with women?
I know, right?
Hang on, I want to go north to south. So, Proud, what are you doing with this guy up here?
Trying to sell his products.
I was gonna try to introduce myself or if he's too focused, I was trying to get his attention.
He's doing push-ups, but he looks up as you approach him, and then
Avoid me.
kind of sits up and kind of kneels, looking up at you, and says, "Yeah, can I help you?"
Oh yeah, I'm new to Drosa, so was
I can tell.
trying to get any information or just any rundown what's going on. We ran into some people up there that said something about the boss man.
Town's on lockdown.
Yeah.
Well, I don't got no connections with no boss man, but can try asking around town. Tavern might have what you need.
Yeah, no, that's true. Tavern might have what I need. What else is around here besides the dock district and the tavern?
Markets. There's a bit out to the east as well in the jungle. Tavern, docks. It's not a very big town.
All right, markets. And sorry, you said there was a path out east that just led straight to the jungle?
It heads to the jungle, but not exactly what you're thinking.
What do you mean?
That's where the lodgings are out there. Just a short path. It's not into the jungle, it's blocked by some cliffs, but at the base of the cliff there's a place where you can find lodging if you want it for the night.
Gotcha. Okay, so to find lodging, go to the jungle, not the tavern.
Gotcha, yeah.
All right, perfect. What's your name? What's your name, sir?
What did I name this guy? The amount of NPCs I have to make, I forget sometimes. Roderick.
Roderick. Nice to meet you. Name's Pointer.
Alright.
Oh?
Bit of a weird name.
It is, but, you know, I think it was just a cruel nickname. I was born with a broken arm.
As you talk, he's like doing squats.
Alright, yep. I'll let you get back. Oh, do you know the names of any of them down there?
And talk to him, sorry. Seem a little stuck up.
Oh, alright. Well, I'll see if my luck's any better. Thanks for your time, Roger.
Alright.
That was an odd guy.
Alright, Ender, simultaneously as the rest of them are having their conversations, the three women are just kind of sitting on the beach, talking to each other. What do you do?
Okay, I walk up. I'm like, "Hey, ladies, nice weather we're having."
The black-haired one just shoots you like a death glare.
I just kind of like ignore her and turn to the other two.
The blonde-haired one, clearly an elf, she just kind of looks neutrally at you, and the short-haired human, here, smiles.
Okay.
And she is the one who says, "How can I help you? You need something? Are you lost? Are you a homeless man?"
Yes, I'm homeless.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Do you need some coin? Do you need a coin?
I just walk away.
Alright. Then the rest of you sort of finish your conversations at once. So what do you do now?
I'm weirdly like looking at Ender as he was walking away, and I'm gonna walk towards here to walk near them, but also to try to get a better look at the figure out here.
Alright, from here you can tell that she does not look human. She's sitting on a rock, and she appears to have her bottom half is a fish. She appears to be a mermaid.
Have I ever seen a mermaid?
Probably tales about them, but maybe not directly.
Huh. What do I know about them?
Not much. I think probably sailors have different stories about them. Some of them claim they're good luck. Some of them claim that they are the death of the sailor and that they'll drag you to the bottom of the ocean.
Maybe I'll test my luck. I'll introduce myself to these three. Ahoy. By the way, that mermaid.
Death glare.
Oh.
Neutral expression. Oh, can I help you? Are you friends with that homeless man?
More like acquaintances. We traveled on the same path.
I see.
I was.
He looks lost. Maybe you could help him out?
Oh yeah, no, I'm planning to. I was planning to take him into lodging, which is at the jungle. So I was planning to take him there, but I'm new to
yeah.
Drosis, as you can tell.
Yeah.
So also, but that's something I've never seen before. Mermaid. Yeah.
Yeah, she's been sitting out there for a while now, but can't say I know her.
Anyone tried to talk to her?
Not really. She seems at peace out there.
All right, just kind of thing to just leave her be.
I suppose. I don't know. None of us have tried to talk to her. You could give it a shot.
Yeah, I might give it a shot. Before I go over there, though, I heard from the people who let us into Drosis that
Town's on
Boss
lockdown,
Man
yeah?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Does anyone know why that is? I asked that dude that was doing push-ups, but he didn't really help out.
Well, I don't really ask any questions. Lockdown on a beach ain't exactly a bad thing, so I'm happy to stay here as long as I can.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Wouldn't mind traveling at some point though. But do you know where we
In a
can at
hurry.
least find the boss man?
Well, I don't really have much dealing with any sort of nefarious things, so you have to ask around town. Maybe at the tavern, or
Oh,
could just try around the
Nefarious.
docks.
yeah. No, I'll probably try around the docks. But wait, nefarious? Is he that scary or intimidating?
Well, I'm assuming you're talking about pirates, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, isn't Joseph Snow for pirates?
Yeah, but I'm not a pirate, so I don't really do much dealing with them.
Don't worry, we're not so bad.
Oh,
I
you're
do
a
that with, like-
pirate. She shoots you a
Yeah.
hesitant look.
Yeah, and I kind of like touch the hats. Like, yeah, we're not all scumbags that just keep people locked down.
Well, if you are going to talk to the guy who's locked down the town, maybe don't call him a scumbag. There's my advice for you.
Oh no, I won't obviously that, but just wanted to introduce myself. My name's Pointer, and looks like I'm going to be on Drosis until the lockdown ends.
For the foreseeable future.
For the foreseeable future. What are your names?
Well, I'm Jacqueline. The angry one over here is Julia, and my quiet friend here is Northana. She's not very talkative, sorry.
No, it's all good. Yeah, plenty talkative. So Jacqueline, Julia, and Northana?
Mhm.
All right, perfect. Well, you see in town, my name is Pointer. That homeless man you saw there, his name is Ring.
That's weird names. You guys part of a gang or something?
Kinda. Call ourselves the Brass Hand. We all met up, and he helped defend me for a bit. So I kind of owe him at least help him get back on his feet.
Ah, I see. Very kind of you
Yeah.
to help a homeless man
know.
like that.
Try to do my part, but try to help people, and I'll try to help people eventually end the lockdown. But speaking of help, I'm also gonna try to help my curiosity to see what that mermaid's all about. But if you need anything from us, just ask around. Ask around for Pointer, Ring, MF, and Pinky.
Wow, you all got weird names, huh?
Yep.
Alright. Your business is your own.
All right. Take care, Jacqueline. Nice to meet you, Northana and Julia.
Julia sends you a death glare.
I smile back. Wade into the water towards the mermaid.
Eventually you have to start swimming when you reach about this far out.
Yep, that's fine.
Below
As
you...
Proud,
yeah, go ahead.
okay, as Proud walks away, I turn back and I start to walk back towards them. And then, does Julia send me another death glare?
Yes.
Okay, and then I immediately turn around and walk away again.
Can-
Go
Wait,
ahead, go ahead.
I wanna. Perry's like so fascinated with this encounter that she like approaches Julia and be like, "Hi, hello, pretty lady. My name is Pinky, and I was wondering where did you get those wonderful earrings? But also, I like the way you do your hair. Is there any way that you and your friends can give me a makeover?"
She shoots you like a derisive look and just says, "Please don't talk to me. I'm trying to relax."
Wow, you're so cool. Okay, bye. She like walks away and she's all like, Man.
As you walk away, Jacqueline mouths sorry at you.
It's okay. I was just, thinking you guys are so cool. Bye.
Alright, Proud, as you kind of get further out, eventually you have to start swimming. Below you, you can see sort of a reef forming along the bottom of the ocean here.
I'm going to wade into the water right here and try to engage conversation with the mermaid.
About here, you're sort of just starting to tread water.
Yep.
And from what you can tell, she seems to be sort of lying down on the rock and sunning herself.
Ahoy!
As you call out to her, she sort of looks over at you, not sitting up, but just sort of tilting her head to look at you, and says, "Oh, hello. Can I help you?"
I've never met a mermaid before. Yeah, I figured might as well have a conversation with one.
Well, I guess you're having one.
Ah, exactly. What's your name?
What the fuck did I name her? I don't want to get it wrong. Sorry, okay. My name's Corley.
Coralie. That's a very pretty name.
Well, thank you.
Coralie. Yeah. What's a mermaid doing so close to shore?
Well, my ship's in the port, so just finding some time to relax while everything's on lockdown, you know?
Yeah. No, it's kind of tough. I heard about that. Does anyone know what's really going on with the lockdown?
Well, just rumors around, but can't say I know too much. Probably just as much as you do.
Yeah. I mean, are people trying to get out?
Well, I know the captain wants to get going, but I'm happy on the beach, you know?
Oh, you're part of the crew.
Yeah.
Nice. What's the crew's name?
I mean, we don't have a name, we just have a ship. Do you have a name? Do you name yourself?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. You know.
You name your friend group?
Yeah.
That's
but
a little weird.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think it's fun to have a nickname.
I mean,
know?
typically you're just crew of the blank, you know?
Well, yeah, but I mean, you want to stand out, you know? Make sure that people remember you.
Sorry, I couldn't resist teasing you.
My name's Pointer, by the way.
Alright, I've introduced myself already, but it's nice to meet you, Pointer.
Ah, it's nice to meet you too. Well, you mentioned you have a captain. Is your captain Androsis?
Yeah, she's here, wanders around. To tell you the truth, I don't usually know what she gets up to.
Oh, gotcha. What's her name?
Captain Bartola.
Captain Bartolo. Okay. And then is your crew trying to get out of Drosis?
Well, I know that her and the first mate, that they're trying to get going, but I'm happy on the beach, like I said.
No, I can totally see that. Well, I might be trying to look for them, and they're on Drosis. Any idea where they may be at?
Well, the first mate's probably in the tavern, but like I said, I don't usually know where the captain wanders off to.
All right, fair enough. Well, Coralie, it was very nice to meet you. Thanks for letting me achieve something I wanted of meeting a mermaid.
All right, I'm happy I can help you cross that one off your bucket list, I suppose.
Yeah, appreciate it. Take care.
Take care.
I'm gonna swim back to shore.
Okay, I'm gonna walk back up to them again.
Oh, hang on. Here's her portrait. I never blew it up. There you go.
Okay.
Alright, what were you... Oh, Ender's back here. I scroll back to the beach and Ender's in the middle of it again. Alright, what do you do?
Alright, do I see a nearby tree or something?
Yeah, there's palm trees kind of lining the border of the beach.
Alright, I'm just gonna walk back up to him, turn around towards the tree, and it casts 3 sacred flames at the tree on, like, rapid succession.
Okay. The elven woman doesn't notice, The Jacqueline just kind of gives you a polite applause and says, "That's very cool. Where'd you learn that?" And Julia just says, "Can you keep it down? I'm trying to relax."
All right, and then I'm just gonna walk away again.
I knew these portraits would activate you guys. I'm not allowed to show you the rest of the portraits. It's not allowed to be on stream, I don't think.
Oh God.
You have no idea how hard it is to find beach D&D portraits.
We're like trying to compete with like the Bachelorette over here or something.
Yeah.
Like Proud and Ender's just all like, yeah, I'm gonna talk to these ladies over here.
Trying to find helpful information.
Yeah. You haven't sold any of your Ocean Breeze shampoo.
So what did
What
you
am
learn
happening with
then, Ender? What helpful information did you gather?
Them are helpful.
They legit said, you can't sit with us, Perry.
To be fair, only one of them said that and you ran away.
She was scary, man. You see her portrait?
Yeah, she's got a real goth GF vibe. So
And
further down the beach, you see a half-orc man who's sitting by himself. He appears to be building a sandcastle.
hey, where's the sandcastle?
I don't have a art for that, sorry.
Man, that would have been really funny if you did.
You want to put the session on pause? I can go find some.
What? Next time.
He's very focused on his sandcastle.
I'm gonna walk around to the front of him so I like don't actually startle him.
He's wearing sort of an eye patch, a cloth over one of his eyes, but he sort of glances off at you. Can I help you?
Do I look homeless?
It's a weird question. I mean, I guess it's probably the beard.
I like your sandcastle.
Thank you.
I'm gonna look at his work and try to match it or emulate it.
Proud, you can tell that what he's building, as you've seen it from a distance as you've sailed around, is the keep in Achi.
Oh. That's a intricate design you got there. I normally just go for the 2 columns in a tower.
Well, gotta do something to occupy yourself when the town's on lockdown, you know?
Yeah. I was super excited to get here and then heard the news. Do you know why?
Yeah. Not my business. I'm here in town for work, but now I can't leave, so guess I'll get a vacation, eh?
I guess so. Although I'm sure some people wouldn't mind leaving.
Some people like yourself.
Well, I'm a bit of a traveler myself, you know. I mean, look, it's gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie. The view's great. I mean, every view here is great, but you know, you can't stay in one place forever, right?
I guess I'll just sort of assume this sort of thing will work itself out. Got no business with pirates.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh wait, what's your name? I never got it.
Zaven.
Zaven. Nice to meet you, Zaven. My name's Pointer.
Alright.
That homeless-looking guy is Ring. We're just traveling through, and
Strange
wasn't
names.
sure if you knew. Yeah, that's what everyone keeps saying, but no, that's just my name. You know, you can't really choose it.
Alright.
But yeah, no. Look, Zaven, before I let you go, anything about Drosis that any newbie should be on the lookout for, or any visitors?
Can't say I know too much about the town myself. I only just got here when they locked everything down and spent the rest of the time on the beach.
Ah, that's not a bad way to spend it. When was that?
I agree.
When did they start lockdown? Sorry?
I said I agree, but lockdown happened a couple days ago.
Couple days. Okay.
We
Couple
heard
days ago.
from the people guarding the entrance that something was stolen. Do you know what it was?
Can't say I know. Not my business, you know. Just let it blow over and enjoy your time on the beach.
Huh, not a bad way to live it. Well, we'll be in town, looks like for at least a while. If you see us, feel free to holler.
Alright.
Alright.
As you walk away, you see that he's got, he's not wearing a shirt, but he's wearing pants. And you can see on his belt he has a small silver sort of badge with a silver star on it.
Can I look at it from here? I don't want to like be within one.
I would say,
square.
sorry, from where you were sitting over here, kind of like bent down talking to him as he sat there.
Yeah.
You could definitely see it on his belt. I just wanted to add
Okay.
that. I didn't want to interrupt the conversation, but I wanted to add that as you walked away.
Am I able to see any writing on it or any inscription?
No, it is just a silver star. Not like your traditional star, more like the points of a compass, kind of that kind of star.
Gotcha. Okay. And I have no idea what that is, right?
No, I wouldn't. From your history, no.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna walk away then.
Chat may know. We'll see.
All right. Well, guys, what did we learn? Anyone get any useful info?
I need to shave.
All right. Not sure how useful that is. Pinky, MF.
I think this is a waste of time and we need to go to the town.
Well, okay, Mr. Grumpy Pants. I totally see where Pinky's coming from. Look, apparently there's a place we can stay by the jungle, a place called Lodgings. There's a tavern. There's a pirate captain that wants to get out of here too, so maybe we can work with them, but we should probably go to the dock district and meet this boss man guy.
Great idea. Let's do what we should have already done.
Oh, jeez. Not a
Ox-
beach, man.
I mean, MF, why are you so grumpy? I mean, you didn't got shut down like everybody else.
Yeah, weren't you raised on an island? Isn't this like home for you?
Did you
The
even
plant,
talk to anyone?
the plant life is different from where I'm from.
Hey,
Imagine-
Pointer, I think he's just grumpy because everybody here is like vacation mode, you know?
I know. I just don't get it, man. If you can't enjoy yourself here, I don't know where you can enjoy yourself.
I mean, this lady had wonderful beverage in her hand and a bird above her head. But she ran away, so I don't really know what her name is, but I would like fresh beverage, like fun lady with bird on her head.
That fresh beverage sounds amazing. We should definitely check that out as soon as we figure out what this boss man is looking for.
Do I see a seashell behind me, like over here by this guy, Zaven?
Yep, there's seashells all over the beach.
While they're in front of me and not looking, can I grab it?
Yep.
Why?
I'm enjoying myself.
Oh, I see. Perry's gonna look up proud and she's gonna say, do you guys think we can like go somewhere and like, you know, those girls that you and Ender were talking to? I want their fashion.
You mean like their clothes?
No, I want scary girls, pretty hair, and fashionable jewelry.
We can see if maybe they've got some lodging or can help dress you up. I mean,
Wait, what's scary girl?
Oh, guys! Perry? Oh, I mean Pinky. Pinky just thought of something. incredible. Maybe we can go and try to do treasure hunt in sand and we can find weird rune coins. Give to Duna.
That's not a bad idea. If we're here on lockdown for a while, then we might end up having to do that.
Can we please go to the tavern?
Wow, Mr. Grumpy Man's back after collecting his seashells.
Oh,
You
we
saw
should-
nothing.
MF, I thought you wanted to go to the dock district first, just to talk to the boss man, so we can get out of here faster.
That's why I'm waiting for you to go.
Okay, we're coming. Going down this way.
Fox, I think you should go talk to that grumpy girl. You guys are a match made in heaven.
No, because I understand peace and being alone.
All right.
So further down
You
the
gotta
beach,
live.
you can see sort of sprawling out before you are like a dockyard, like a boardwalk that extends out into the ocean. And it appears that there's several buildings that are built sort of along the boardwalk. Alright, I was vibing hard to that Monster Hunter World music, but
I was also vibing hard. It made me like feel like I was drinking a pina colada. Sadly, I do not have one.
alright.
Ah, no, bring back the other music.
So out in front of you is sort of a large sprawling docks.
Should we see what's available?
Oh, this looks like the markets that Roderick was talking about.
Do we need to head inland to find the boss?
You don't get to
I'm
see that.
assuming they said dock district. This looks like a dock district. Maybe we have to go down the end of the dock towards the water more.
You can see Fox from where you're standing. Far out in this direction, there's sort of a ship, a large galleon. Each of these little buildings here, they're sort of multiple stories, but the bottom story that's in line with the docks that you're on, they're built on stilts and kind of sitting above the water, is sort of a shop front with a little desk with some wares placed on them. Ender, what are you up to?
Walk up to this girl.
Luno, I don't remember if I banned links. It might smite you for that. But you can give it a shot if you want. If it doesn't work, then just send it in the Discord. Yeah, it got you. All right, send it in the Discord. It was a trick. I was just trying to get you smited. Got ya. All right, Ender, what are you up to? This shop seems like it has like a wide assortment. On her shop front here, she has some instruments laid out. But in the back, she has sort of crates and stuff of all sorts of different items.
Do you mind? And I like point to a instrument on the table.
She looks up and says, "Here to buy something, then?"
I wanted to try it out, if that's okay.
Oh, I suppose so then.
Okay.
Which
pick up-
the lute or the violin
I pick up the loot.
or fiddle rather? It's probably more of a fiddle. All right. You pick up
I have.
the lute.
I have no instrumental experience, but I'm gonna try and play it.
Make a performance check with disadvantage.
Okay. Um. 9. No, 8.
you sort of strum at the lute atonally, without any harmony. And she sort of winces slightly at the sound of what you're playing, and says, "First time player then."
Yeah, maybe. Is that obvious?
Yeah, the Costa del Sol music, Luno. That's good. That was what I considered that music for that place, but I ended up with the other one. He says, "Are you interested in purchasing?"
What? Maybe not that. What else do you have for sale?
Well, this is the general store, so we got quite a bit of stuff. Anything in particular you wanted? We got, all sorts of stuff: blankets, barrels, mess kits, locks, lamps, lanterns, ladders, things that don't start with L as well.
Do you have I don't know. I'll let me think about it.
Well, I'll be
Ask
here.
Okay. I might come back.
All right. Just promise you don't play any more of that music, huh? She gives you a
I
wink.
mean, practice makes perfect, right?
I suppose so. This shop front has a bunch of seafood set up in front of it.
The one
And
I'm approaching.
yeah, and as you can actually see in the back here, there's like a trap door that leads out into the water, and the woman behind the shop has a fishing rod just cast down into this trap door.
Okay. It's not like she's holding it. It's just like propped up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she looks up at you. She's kind of just relaxing on a stool, but she looks up at you as you approach and says, "Can I help you, sir?"
Catch anything good?
Not yet. But always cross my fingers. Pray to Fortuna and all that.
What kind of rarities do you have here?
Well, mostly a fish shop. Not exactly rarities. I get the occasional lobster in here. Those aren't too common, but you
Any,
looking for something in
frost?
particular?
Any frost minnows?
Be hard pressed to find any frost minnows this far down south. Usually more up to the north.
How much for a fishing rod? Do you sell those?
I suppose I do have some spares. It's not often that we get a request for the fishing rod rather than just the fish. You know, teach a man to fish doesn't always apply to most people. But
Well.
I suppose I could part with one for maybe 5 gold.
5 gold. I look at my pouch and only have 3 gold. I'll come back, maybe.
All
But
right,
that's a fair price.
you do that.
Appreciate
I think so.
Okay, I start making my way towards the rest of the group.
So Fox Periwinkle, there's a young woman behind the shop here, and she sort of looks up at you as you approach. On her shop window, she has various weapons and bows. Can I help you? She's looking at you, Periwinkle. Sorry, Pinky.
Hello, lady who sells weapons. I was wondering if you have anything for my bow. And Perry's like pointing to her bow. I have basically no arrows.
Yeah, I got some arrows here. How many are you looking to buy?
That depends. How much is it per arrow?
2 gold for a pack of 20.
2 gold for a pack of 20? Well, that's a pretty good deal. Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
How many arrows can I hold in my like little, I guess like container of arrows?
A quiver.
I actually never thought about that. Let me see if there's an actual ruling for that.
I never thought about it either. I just usually carry 20 arrows.
Yeah,
With
usually
me, but-
rangers that I play with just already have the amount of arrows. So I don't usually think about that, but now that I think about it, let's see if there's an actual ruling. It's obviously limited by capacity. I think it's 20. Yeah, Luno, I agree. I believe that the
Yeah.
20 is the limit. It'd
I
be a
was gonna
little
say it's just 20, right?
ridiculous to carry more than 20. So let's say 20 then.
Can you imagine Perry walking around with like a big bag of like 40 arrows?
That's what I was thinking as well. I think it's 20, so let's go with 20 as your max.
Okay. Perry would like to just purchase 1 pack, please.
All right then, 2 gold. She turns around and sort of gathers some together. And then turns back around.
Great, wonderful. Here you go, 2 gold. I also have a question for you. I have a slingshot and a couple of slingshot balls, and I was wondering if maybe I can maybe sell this to you, or maybe you can like recommend better slingshot for like maybe hunting and stuff.
She yeah, see that's what I was thinking. 20 arrows, yeah. Alright. She looks at the sling that you have, and says, well, I mean, we've already got the ball bearings in stock, but if you want to sell me the sling, I suppose I could buy it off you for 1 gold.
I might hold on to it for just a little bit longer, just because Pinky, Pinky is my name. I am you know, a hunter of beasts.
Alright.
Thank you very much for helping me.
Come on back if you need to buy anything else, or if your friends need anything.
Great, wonderful, thank you. Perry walks away.
Alright. Ender, what are you up to?
Okay, I walk back to the journal store.
Mhm.
Hey, do you have a journal or like a notebook or something?
Let me check her stock. She does. I do have a journal. A small
Okay.
little. So she kind of places on the counter after looking around in her cabinets for a bit. Places a small leather-bound journal.
What about like a quill and ink also?
Yeah, I believe so. Give me 1 sec. She rummages around in her stuff again. And then after a couple of minutes, she finds what she's looking for, and she returns back to her shop front and places a small little bottle of ink and a feather quill.
Okay. How much would all this be?
Well, the journal's 7 gold, and an extra 2 gold for the ink and quill.
I look at my pouch of 3 gold again. Damn it, I'm so broke. Alright. I'll take the ink and quill.
All
Give
right.
her 2 gold.
She slides them
Perry,
over the counter to you and takes the gold that you hand her.
Perry meanders over there and goes, Ender, what are you buying over here?
Um, uh, I was gonna buy you this journal and pen and, you know, ink and stuff so you could draw your monsters again, but I don't have enough gold for the
Oh,
journal.
that's so sweet. That's okay, Ender.
By the
I
way,
can go
no,
buy journal.
rings. Ring.
Oh, I mean, whatever finger you are.
The woman behind the counter just kind of shoots you a look like she's like, all right, these are a bunch of weirdos.
How much for just paper?
2 silver
Like
per
a small
page.
stack.
2
Oh,
silver per
okay.
page.
I'm gonna hand over gold. Can I have enough for a gold, please?
All right. She hands you over a stack of parchment.
And
He
can I
said-
also have a pen and quill? I'll give her 2 gold for that.
All right. She hands you a quill and a small little pot of ink as well.
He said, hand over gold. Did you guys get that? Hand over. Oh, that was great. Oh, I would like to purchase a journal, please.
All right. 7 gold then.
Wonderful. Where? Yeah. Wonderful. Here you go.
She slides a small leather-bound journal across the table to you.
You said 2 silver per sheet?
Mhm.
And it's 10 silver for gold?
Mhm. All right.
Wow.
She looks up at you. Anything else then?
Hey, do one of you guys want to try and play this instrument? I did. I wasn't very good.
Sure. And I'll pick up the violin.
The violin.
I've got a finger in my ear.
Yeah, make a performance check with disadvantage as well, then, since you have no experience.
Pretty good, actually.
And I have a -1.
She looks. You pull the bow across the violin or the fiddle, and it makes sort of a long, clean note. And the woman at the shop says, "Oh, do you play?"
No. I've never touched an instrument before.
She chuckles and says, "Beginner's luck, I suppose."
I suppose. Thank you for that.
Well, if you'd like to purchase one, I'm got my stock right here.
How much for a fiddle?
Well, these are handcrafted, so they're 40 gold.
Maybe I'll come around some more coins and I'll be back if I can.
Maybe. Come on back. I'm usually here in the daytime.
Is everyone else ready to continue down the docks?
We're ready, MF Musical Fox.
That was a very good point you made.
Give them.
All right. So further down the docks this way, you can see that large galleon. It doesn't have any sails or even masts at all. And let's head further down the docks. Here, I'll drag you to the one you went to. Here. So the docks sort of lead up to this large ship that's sort of embedded in this rock, kind of sitting just slightly elevated out of the water, as if it ran aground. And the docks lead right up to the edge of the galleon, and then there's ladders that lead up onto the ship.
All
gonna-
hands aboard.
Yep. As I climb up, I'm gonna yell, "Excuse me, is anyone here?"
Nobody answers you, but from the inside of the ship, you can hear sort of muffled music, and there's a staircase directly above you.
What's to my left?
What do you mean? Like off in the distance here?
Nah, like, is there captain's quarters?
Here?
Mm-hmm.
There's a door, but it has a padlock on it, or just a lock rather.
Okay. That's that. All right.
No one's around.
Nope.
I'm gonna walk up here. Hey, Proud, look, I'm a captain. I like
Yeah.
start turning the steering wheel.
You know,
It-
I bet the captain's not afraid to talk to women.
It spins freely, as if it isn't attached to anything.
Rain, you're on the poop deck.
Can Perry walk around and try to see if she can find any of those rune coins? Like she's just like, you know, intently looking at the the ship lap.
There's ropes and anchors and some old-looking cannons. The ship itself looks rather old, as if it hasn't sailed in a long time.
Perry's like peeking into these like, is there a coin here? Is there a coin here? No.
I've ignited something by rolling Duna. This
Yes, you did.
This is the new sparkle in the eye.
I know.
Did somebody say sparkles?
So
I'm going down below.
there's a staircase that heads down into the hold of the ship. And as you head downstairs, you can see sort of the hold of the ship has been emptied out, and it has been made into a tavern.
Do we recognize anyone in this tavern?
You only here. You recognize this woman here, and you recognize this woman on the far end, sitting up on the stage, and playing a concertina, a small little accordion. She appears to be the source of the music.
All right. Well,
I would like to talk to the bartender lady.
She's standing behind the bar, just kind of quietly talking to this tiefling woman here, who you recognize from the Widower's Web. The bartender sees that you kind of approach the bar and looks over to you and says, "Here to order a drink."
Actually, Miss Bartender Lady Pinky, that is my name, has a question for you in regards to how do I go about getting some gold around here?
Looking for work? Is that what you're
Perry
looking for?
Perry leans on the counter and looks at her eyes intently like sparkles, and then she goes, maybe.
She says, "Well, ships around here are sometimes looking for extra sailors. You know, people die at sea and all that, and they need to replace the ranks. And, well, sometimes we hire musicians to play in the tavern. Don't know if any of you have any of that sort of ability."
Oh, wonderful. Okay, look, lady. I, Pinky, have a couple of friends with me. We are all very daring, willing to work, and one of my lovely friends just so happens to be undiscovered musician.
We're actually a band.
Yes, we are. We are.
Known
But
as
my
the brass. Known as the brass hand.
Shh, quiet. My question for you, wonderful lady, is if I work for these people that you say are looking for people to work for them, do I get to go on ship?
Well, nobody's setting sail anytime soon. What with the lockdown and all that.
Hmm. Okay, okay, good to know. Good to know. Okay, I'll leave you to it. My wonderful friend here would like to talk to you. Thank you very much. And then I go and I'm gonna go to Proud and tell him about it, but I'll tell him like later.
Alright, Ender, what are you up to?
So, if our band wants to play on the stage, how do we get a spot?
Well, you're gonna have to come by in the evening and play a little something for me so I know that you actually can play.
Alright, do we have to bring our own instruments?
I mean, you should probably have them. I don't have any instruments. You're a band, right? You don't have any instruments.
Yeah, we're a band. I mean, I was just making sure, Want to be prepared.
I guess.
Okay.
You here to
Wait.
order a drink too?
No. I look at my pouch of 1 gold. I'm okay. We might come by tonight though. Thanks. Just walk away.
Alright.
Excuse me, I had a question.
Okay, so address Fox since he's been standing here longer. Can I help you? You need a drink?
No, I had a question. I'm sorry. We
Well,
just came
maybe I
in.
can help.
We came into town and heard there's a lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
We were hoping we could speak to the one who issued the orders to try and clarify what's going on.
Well, I'm usually cooped up in the tavern, so I don't have any sway with any pirates, but could ask around, I suppose, and look for Captain Wealth.
Can you point me to who that is?
She scans the tavern and says, well, he's not in here.
Do you know what they look like so I can spot them easier?
Well, I haven't seen him personally in the tavern. He's not really that kind of type, bit more of a serious type, but you could ask around his crewmate, maybe down at the docks.
I see. Thank you, ma'am.
Ender, as you stand here, you feel like a chill run down your back.
Like supernatural or like someone's looking at me?
Like someone is looking at you. Actually, to be more precise, like somebody's looking right through you.
Okay, I look around. Do I notice anyone?
Oops, that was the wrong direction. You see this man here, who appears to be looking at you.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'll walk over to him.
As you walk kind of over to him, the woman at the table, with her one good eye, sort of eyes you, and the man just sort of gives you an amused smile and says, "Can I help you?"
I'm not sure. Kinda wondering that myself.
He takes a long swig from a bottle of rum, and then a puff of his pipe and says, "I'm just here for the entertainment."
Yeah, it's pretty good music in here.
I agree.
What's your name?
Captain Cutter.
Captain Cutter. I look around. Is anyone else in the party like noticing what I'm doing?
I don't know. Do you? They all seem
Yeah, Fox is chilling in the back.
they
just
all
kinda
seem
waiting.
preoccupied.
Okay. So, Captain, are you, you have a ship? I'm assuming then.
I'd be a poor captain if I didn't have a ship.
Well, it just so happens we might be looking for a ship.
I've got all the cabin boys I need, lad.
Well, is there anything else, like maybe we could earn your trust with? A way to prove ourselves?
I don't think you want to get mixed up with me, lad.
I'm pretty sure I've met far worse.
You say that now. But I tell you what, heard some whispers from the table down yonder. He nods his head off to his left. In this direction.
Okay.
Heard him talking about losing a few crewmates on their last journey. Might be looking to replace.
Alright. Can I make an insight check or like kind of discern what he was like staring at me for?
Sure. Make an insight check then, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I am rolling so shit. 16.
Pure amusement.
Okay. Kind of stroke my beard a little bit. Well, thanks for the info. And I get up.
As you get up, you notice that this woman here, as you walk away, relaxes her hand that was clenched around her sword at her waist.
Okay. Hey, Pointer.
Oh, sorry. I was listening to music.
I heard
Describe
this group of fellas down here might be looking for some crewmates.
Which table?
I point out the table closest to the stage.
Well, let's talk. Let's talk them up. Let's parlay. Ahoy there.
Ahoy, says the woman.
Heard a couple sea dogs around here, and heard that you lost a couple of good sailors a while ago, and maybe we're looking for replacements.
She shoots you a smirk and says, "Eavesdropping, eh?"
Huh, what else do you do at a tavern?
Well, you're not wrong there, I suppose. Well, you got me though. We do need some extra hands.
Well, we were actually looking for passage to Lucian's for 4.
She looks at you as you talk, and then sort of glances across at her companion, who is a rat folk who sort of has to stand on his chair to be able to see on the top of the table. And then she looks back at you, and then shrugs and says, "Well, ain't that a coincidence? But we're trying to get to Lucian's too."
Oh, perfect. And how ready would your crew be able to leave?
Well, nobody's going anywhere with wealth and his sharks swimming around. If you catch my drift.
Wait. Was that literal? Like his sharks, or
not literal? No. I mean, there's always sharks in these waters, but I meant his massive boat with a bunch of cannons.
Yeah. We heard about that when we came into Drosis, but no one's been. Do you know where he's at? Where the dock district is?
Dock district's just down south. I mean, our boat's parked there.
Down south. Okay. All right. And then, in order to gain passage onto your ship and Lucian's, if we were able to get the lockdown lifted, would you be able to take us to Lucian's?
I mean, we're smugglers. We smuggle. We can get
All
you
right.
where you want to go. But you got to get this lockdown lifted, of course.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we can definitely go in to learn more. Do you know what's going on with the lockdown? Why he's putting such a hard, strict restriction on everyone? Doesn't seem
Ah.
very piratey.
Old Hornhead, he likes the rules. He likes his iron fist. He's got quite a bit of sway in this area. And, I mean, well, he is one of the most prominent pirates out there, so most people just go along with what he says. And when somebody steals from Captain Wealth, well, you know, he's best believe he's gonna find you.
Well, that's ironic though that he can't find whoever stole this. Do we even know what was stolen from him?
Ah, well, he's a little hush-hush, so you probably have to ask him or one of his crew members. But can't help you there, I'm afraid.
All right, yeah, because
Whoever was able to steal something from another pirate must have been a pretty good damn pirate themselves.
Well, it's a town full of pirates, so you get all sorts.
by the way, what's your name?
Name's Violet.
Captain Violet?
Captain? No, I'm the first mate.
Ah,
Violet
who's
Van
the
Ness.
captain?
What's that?
Who is your captain?
Ah, Captain Bartola.
Oh, where's Bartello at?
Ah, she likes to wander.
Oh, you're also on the crew that oh shoot, what's her name?
Yes?
I forgot.
Okay, tell you what, make an intelligence check, and if you pass, I'll remind you.
Oh god. That's a 0.
Then you do not remember her name.
The mermaid. The mermaid. You're part of the crew with the mermaid?
Oh, you mean Coralie?
Yeah, Coralie. That's it. Yes.
Last I saw her, she was swimming around the beach. Is that where you met her?
Yep, still there. Never seen a mermaid before.
Well, they're a little rare.
Yeah, a little bit, but
She's a
All
damn
right.
good navigator, though.
I can imagine, especially if she's literally in the water with you.
Exactly.
All right. Well, Violet, it was very nice to meet you. And I'm gonna turn to the rat folk. And what's this pirate's name?
He lets out some squeaks that you don't understand. And says, he's shy around new folk, don't worry. He's Mr. Stilton.
Mr. Stilton. Coralie, Mr. Stilton, Violet, and Captain Bartello. All right. Well, the 4 people that be interested in helping your crew out. My name's Pointer. This is Ring. Over there at the bar is Pinky. And then, and then right here, MF.
Little bit of a weird name, but folks around here, they all got weird names, so I ain't judging.
That's what I was thinking. But yeah, we're the Brass Hand. So if you're looking for us, just ask where the Brass Hand is, and that's where we'll be.
Alright, well, our ship's in the docks if you see it.
Which one is it?
Big one. Can't
Alright.
miss it.
I'll look for the big one then. Appreciate your time, Violet.
See ya later.
Bye.
I'm smacking Ender with my right arm for that pun.
I thought it was kind of clever.
She didn't notice your pun at all.
All right. Well, you got one part solved.
Should we head to the dock district and try and find out this mystery?
Yeah, let's get an audience.
Hey,
Oh, God.
I mean, Pinky and MF. Let's head out.
Betty's like, like bobbing her head, and then she's all like, "What? Did someone say I mean, Pinky? Okay, I'm coming." Oh, wait, Betty wants to check these boxes and see if she finds those coins.
No, they're empty.
Dang. Can I check in here inside the cannon? Like poke my head through, like, hello.
It's an old cannon covered in cobwebs.
Ah,
You get one of them in your hair.
oh, I pull it out like, ugh. It's really hard looking for these coins.
Alright, so we're heading out.
Yeah.
Wow, what good timing. Alright, so you head back up the stairs. Yeah, that's I love it when that happens. And back out to the deck of this tavern.
If no one wants anything in the market, we can go east all the way to the dock district where Violet said the dock district was.
That'd be south.
South.
Oh, by the way, I should have mentioned. Painted on the side of the ship. Forgot to mention when you headed in, so I'll mention it on the way out. Painted on the side of the ship is the name of the tavern, which is the Sunken Silver. Alright,
Where
so
does this go? That's south.
yeah, there's nothing in your way, so I'll describe what you see. Off in this direction, you can see more docks and a large, like, kind of pier setup, but there's no buildings in that direction. There's one large ship and a bunch of smaller boats. So I'll take you there. Is everybody going? Or does anybody have anything to resolve here?
I believe everyone's going.
I would like to go.
Let's go to the dock district. Alright, as I described, you see some smaller boats and then one larger boat off to the south. Fox, the man that you see in front of you is wearing a long coat, and he seems to be sort of crossing his arms and tapping his foot impatiently.
Hello.
He looks over at you as you make your greeting and says, "Can I help you?"
Yes, I am looking for a man who's running the show, and he's barred all ships from leaving.
You're looking for Captain Wealth, then?
Yes, sir.
Well, I be his first mate, so you're in the right spot.
Can you direct us where to speak to him? We're trying to figure out how
Well-
to get out.
Nobody gets out, but he may grant you an audience if you can help him in some way. Why exactly do you want to see him?
we want to head south to Luchen's, but if we need to help to get out, we will.
All right. Interesting. You lot new in town? Haven't seen your face.
We are, but we are capable, I assure you.
When did you arrive?
We arrived just a few hours ago.
Well, I'm going to verify that with the rest of my crewmates who are guarding the gates, but if you aren't lying, then that makes you useful, because we can verify your innocence. So, I'll take you to see Captain Well. But what he does with you, well, that's up to him.
Sounds fair. Lead the way, please.
He leads you towards a small rowboat. And then sort of hops in. He says, "Right, all aboard." All right. Just one sec. Why don't you just make sure something? Okay. So he gives one of you an oar and begins to paddle himself with the other oar, and takes you out. Yeah, we're not stopping so soon, so don't worry. I just want to give you a cliffhanger. So he takes you out towards the large black-sailed ship that is circling, and as you approach that larger boat, he holds a bell up, a small hand bell, and begins to ring it. And as it rings, you see an anchor get tossed over the side of the large black ship, or the black-sailed ship, and it slows as you approach it. And before long, your boat sort of bumps up against the edge of the larger galleon, and a rope ladder is tossed down. And you make your way aboard the Aketia. And that is where we will leave this session.
All right.
Productive, guys.
I mean, when you consider how we literally fought and clawed our way out of prison, I think this was a much needed change of scenery.
Oh my gosh, man. I laughed so hard during like several moments during Perry's stuff.
This whole episode was really fun.
Perry's Berries and Proud's products.
Oh my god.
Absolute bangers.
Products.
Products.
Product.
Absolute bangers.
I think my favorite point was Ender trying to talk to three girls.
I like how he's like, "Hello, guys," and then the girls were all like, "Sorry, you like homeless?"
They can't all be Rithia, can they?
Oh god. I was like not expecting that at all. I just was like, fucking hell, man.
Yeah, that 16 charisma is doing a lot of good for you, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Meanwhile, Perry's over here like, I just want to know where you guys got this cool jewelry. No? No? Okay. Bye.
Well, now that we're in a new place, let's not do what we did in Basad and not see like two main areas of the map for like four or five sessions in.
Nah, man, I don't see the problem in that. We spent how many days traveling, Jay? You said 3?
All right, that's all right. 11 days left.
All right, yeah, that was a fun session. Jursis is a wild and wacky town.
Apparently, everyone thinks we have strange names.
Yeah, who would think of such silly names?
You act like MF isn't like the most creative, like great well of callback jokes that we can have for the entire campaign.
Just call me Fox, man. Simple dude.
Mad Fox, Mean Fox, Musical Fox.
Motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, that one too.
And man, am I so glad you guys rolled Duna. None of the stream games have ever rolled Duna, so he hasn't been seen yet. But
So is
I was
that
about to
just an encounter like every time someone's traveling in general?
yeah, I got big tables of random encounters, and then I kind of like group them off into smaller tables, kind of depending on environment, depending on sort of the general atmosphere, like what kind of type of encounter as well. And then I just roll on specific tables that seem like they fit the period. And Duna has never been rolled in a stream game, so.
And I'm curious how to find his coins that he's so
Oh, don't worry,
wanted.
Perry will be looking.
Yeah, in every single map from now on. I've created a monster.
Yes, honestly, yes. Yeah.
So you don't have to tell us like what the other random encounters are, but like what die do you roll D100s to get Duna?
It depends. It depends on the table. I have like various I have like a big sort of traveling table that just has a lot of like relatively interesting ones, like generic ones, and then I have like my personalized ones for specific. What I usually do is I'll roll a person one, so like it'll be a specific person that you run into.
Gotcha. Okay.
And Duna has never come up.
Were there also random encounters for the night we spent at the camp?
So finding the camp was your encounter.
Oh.
You guys really lucked out on that one. I just tied it into Duna just because I knew I rolled them both at the same time because I knew you were gonna spend several days. So I tied it together. That's why. It seemed like they were tied together, but they weren't. That's why I was laughing so hard, because that one is intended as like a little extra boon or like a nice place to rest, but you guys interpreted it as like the most sinister thing, and it was so funny.
Well, I don't know. It was the music. The music definitely put me in a mood where it was like, okay, shoot, no campers, supplies are left behind, no real tracks. Like, oh god, Duna made them all disappear.
I mean, from like all fairness, we came from prison, so we're probably like, wow, there's like no way you can come across this and just be like, this is nice.
Yeah,
You're over here like, no, someone is going to attack us.
Yeah, we all have Basad BTSD.
post-traumatic disorder, but instead it's like PTSD.
PTSD, yeah.
I've given the Sunday group PTSD involving spiders, so
Yeah,
apparently I
you got them a lot.
traumatized my players.
You pulled a what is that? A Ron Weasley on them. Ron Weasley hates spiders.
You have no idea how much I've talked to Luna and Shinx about that.
It's their fault for trying to help the professor.
It's like really funny because I was hearing the stream. He fell asleep. I was hearing it, and all I like heard was like, "Oh no, we're overstreet," and I was like, "Whoop, kill."
Well, we will see in on Sunday what happens to them.
The suspense.
I don't know
I'm
if
just glad we're back on schedule.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay. Yeah. We're back on schedule for this week, but unfortunately,
Oh, no.
I am canceled again next week. This was the one that was a while coming. It's my anniversary with my girlfriend, so we're taking that
That's
weekend off to
cute.
go away. So that one has been a long time coming. I think I talked about it with the Sunday group, but I don't think I talked about it with you guys. But
Hey, babe, you know what would make the anniversary special? D&D. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, sit here and watch me. But yeah, so I am taking next weekend off, but after that, it'll be most likely back to very normal schedule. It just
Well,
happens that
congratulations.
between Halloween and anniversary stuff, they both happen to be within 2 weeks of each other, so it's a little bit of weird timing, but
Yeah, it happens.
happens.
It's all good. That just leaves our group more time to plan.
Yeah, plan
Because that's
boys.
what we need.
Plan boys. That's your group. You guys always think of interesting things that sometimes catch me off guard, which I enjoy.
Like not talking to the NPCs of that first tavern.
Like the brass
Naming
hand.
yourself after fingers.
No, you guys can talk to whoever you want. But
Like the brass hand that you said it was interesting, but you didn't tell us why.
yeah, I'm not gonna tell you why that was interesting, but it was interesting.
It always cracks me up when Perry's like, "Oh, this is what they said," and then Jason's here like always correcting me like, "No, that didn't happen," and I'm like, "It did in Perry's mind."
Yeah, Perry opens every conversation with like a big run-on sentence, and then I kind of have to like address each point she made in order. Like she'll like introduce herself and then talk about like 7 different things, so I have to like run through it in order and like, okay, first introduce the NPC, and then but it's hilarious, so I don't mind.
Perry, my favorite Perry line this session was, "My name is Pinky. Yes, that is my name, Pinky."
Hi, my name's Pinky. I'm trying to start a business with selling berries, and then like we're here searching for this place and like trying to find a ship, and then like we need work. We need to find work too. And like, what's your name?
Man, terrible impression.
I think it slipped past you, Perry, but Mordecai shit talked your Pinky's berries name.
Oh yeah, no, that was like, kind of a strange name. It's like, all right, Jay.
He was like, it doesn't flow very well.
Right.
Yeah. He said, "Does it flow very well?" Because I was like, "Man, Pinky's berries."
Every once in a
I'm
while,
like,
I can't resist.
I like how I knew his name, and yet I was like, "I don't know your name." I only
No, I like how at the very end of the conversation you're like, "What's your name?" "Okay, goodbye, old man." You're just like, I don't give a fuck what your name.
roasted because he said Perry's, Pinky's berries doesn't flow. Yeah, I know. Go by Pinky now. I still like and there's Hi Ladies. Shut down. Homeless man approaching.
Yeah.
Or how we're suddenly a band.
That was an interesting development I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, when
and
she started talking about a friend who knew how to play an instrument and then translated that into an entire band. Oh my god.
Steve,
Hey,
it was Steve. We were right there for the brass band.
it was
Yeah,
not
I know. I
my
thought about that
fault.
too, but
It was not my fault this time.
I didn't. I kind of wanted to just get us into some mayhem, but like, it didn't really pan out.
Really wanted to Class of Crows it up.
That's right.
Oh man, Classic Crows, are you guys gonna take that? They're using your name as a pejorative.
Can you blame us?
I feel like
I mean,
Harry's
we're
gonna have an
we're
interpreter.
I mean, we're chilling on a beach talking to mermaids. They're getting eaten up by spiders. I know which group I'd want to be.
Oof.
Yeah, you guys are vibing this session.
I don't mean that. I love watching them. They're great. All right. Well, with that,
Alright.
I do have to head on out. Thanks
Yeah.
so much for doing the session, Jay.
Yeah, it was fun. You guys can head out. I'll talk to the chat a little bit if you want. I know it's getting late.
All right. Thanks for the session, dude.
Yeah, take care.
Cool, cool.
There, Jay.
Have a good night. Alright, chat, how you guys doing? Thanks for sticking around for the stream. Luna, as always, thank you for showing up. I think you're probably the most consistent audience member out there. Look at the World Anvil, Luna, if you want to know. Come on, Luna's been around for so long. But you're also very consistent, and I appreciate every single person that watches. Yeah. A lot of points. I'd have to count them. I don't know off the top of my head. But if you think you know what it is, you probably know, Luna. Not some great secret, but a little reference for people who are paying attention and people who are reading the World Anvil, which is below in the Twitch chat for anyone. Yeah, how long until Perry has an entourage? Also, I don't know if you noticed Fresh Meat or Brass Band, Perry's Berries. I changed your little symbol in the bottom right there on the stream to something more appropriate. All right, so Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern will be our return. Yeah, tuna coins. I'm never gonna live that down. I didn't think I would create a monster with that, but I absolutely did. Every single crate that I place in a map and every single little nook and cranny is gonna be scoured for tuna coins. That's not what they're called. That's not their official name. So don't go getting any ideas. Okay, Perry can call them that. Everybody else, you're not allowed to. Yeah, coined it. Very funny. Yeah, okay. What I was saying, yeah, Sunday is the return to the Class of Crows. And they got themselves in a predicament 2 weeks ago, and now they're gonna have to tooth and claw pull themselves back out, starting with everybody's favorite halfling, Killian Quinn, who woke up and received some aid from a stranger. So we're gonna see the resolution of that in the next session. See if they follow through and actually TPK themselves. Yeah, 1 HP in a dream. 1 HP, a dream, and a weirdo in rusted armor. What could go wrong? And like 4 spiders. Massive spiders. So that would be 6:30. 6:30 Eastern on Sunday. We'll return to them and then return to Hearth and Home, who are leaving the prologue. Leaving their little prologue and heading off into their wider campaign on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Always a good time with that group as well. Every player group we have here is great. Oh man, they're theory crafting in the chat. Gotta end the stream before they come up with something truly harebrained. All right. So, everybody take care. Everybody thanks for watching. I think I forgot to say this last time, but I like to do it. If you are watching the VOD on YouTube or Twitch, thank you as well, because you're appreciated too. I know they delete really fast because I'm not an affiliate, so they go away in 15 days. So you really got to jump on them on Twitch. But if you want to get the Twitch chat, but they're always going to be there on YouTube when I remember to upload them. But I'll get them all. Don't worry. But they'll always be there on YouTube. So if you miss it on Twitch, check the YouTube link below in the Twitch. And other than that, have a very good night. And take care. Tune in with us on Sunday. And we'll see if we can kill us some crows.